I was told to shoot the guy in the suit.
I almost shot your boy.
I didn't shoot you though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
I swear. I bet you $1. I bet you $1, sir.
No.
All right, everybody. Enough of that. It is Tuesday. It is 7 o'clock. Papa is late. Like late. It is from the Barracks. With me is Virchew. Oh, we have this all screwed up here. So I guess he's co-hosting tonight. I figure we throw a little bit of holiday festiveness up, but we're going to go ahead and take that down real quick. And we're here to talk about some cool stuff from the Barracks. Of course, here we are Tuesdays again, talking about some fun stuff. So we're going to talk about Revelations 11. Of course, first and foremost, we're going to go over all of our upcoming events and all that we're going to be doing in the near future here to hopefully get you guys to come out and check some stuff out. We're going to go over a whole bunch of Revelation stuff. And, of course, we're going to finish up with some of the bigger events that we're going to be going to and talking a whole lot of airsoft nonsense. So let's go ahead and start the timer to see when Greg is deciding that he's going to, Papa's going to come join us. So what's up, Virchew? How are you doing today?
Amazing. I'm in the lovely hellscape known as Chicago this weekend, or week.
You travel more than I do, and that's like that's saying something. Yeah. It could definitely be the bees buzzing. We're gonna explain the bees buzzing comment in a minute because there was definitely some shenanigans with Rev. But first and foremost, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Dead End Outfitters, Big House Produce, HBA, High Powered Airsoft, obviously. Dead End Outfitters. We already said them. Preston Apparel and A.T.E Airsoft. Thanks for all this stuff. And look who decided to show up late.
Hey, some of us have jobs.
Yeah, I've been busy all day doing my job. Thank you very much.
Have you though?
Yes. Actually, I have. It's been one hell of a day, let me tell you.
Last customer just left, so it was today was a good day as well.
Except you didn't call me back.
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah,
with customers.
He sent you news. Why you no call?
I know, right? It was great news too. I sent you nudes. You didn't call. I mean, and there were great nudes
by any means. Why do I look tall today? I actually look. It
actually looks like that you're taller than me, which is great.
It does
you're
look
up here and I'm
like
down here.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Wait, hold on. We can't
Did
have
you
that.
adjust your chair?
I may hang on. Let's find out.
What's up, Ronald?
Oh, there we go.
So welcome, Greg Paparisi. So, obviously, I'm Joker for Players Wanted. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, the shortest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparisi of Dead End Outfitters, and the man, the myth, the hawk, Virchew. War crime.
He's getting better at this.
I know. I got to come up with a thing to bring you on with. I'll get there eventually.
I gotta order my food.
I said great news. Greg's son knows. All right. So let's first and foremost start off with what we always like to start off with, talking about events, upcoming events that we have. So we have some new stuff to add to the schedule. So January 8th is, I think it's Return to Zion. This is a brand new one that I'm going to be going to. I just found out about it yesterday. So it's Return to Zion. Oh, here it is.
Is that the one at like Wayne's World?
No, that's Aftermath. Unless you're talking about another different one.
Let me see where it's at. Return to Zion is.
Yeah, somebody was talking to me about if I was going to be able to make it at Allen.
It's at Wayne's World the weekend before. After.
It's the weekend before Aftermath?
Yep.
You should just get a hotel then.
No, I can't afford that. I'm. We're going to talk about some cool stuff tonight, and there was something very important I needed to talk to you about earlier today, Greg. So it's about next week's stream, which you're going to find out in the blind now. So congratulations! Yay!
That's okay.
You're all right.
I'll be okay.
All right. So that's Return to Zion is going to be a MG Mind Games production, January 8th at Wayne's World of Paintball. $35 advance registration, $40 on site. It's based off of Far Cry 5. So it's a Far Cry 5 game. So that's gonna be kind of cool. The very next weekend, obviously, is now ATE's first game, Aftermath. Apocalyptic Tactical Events, Airsoft. Their first event's going to be at Wayne's World as well. Their ticket is $65 if you get it now, and it's going to go up after the 27th to, I believe, $75. I want to say off the top of my head. So these are both located in Ocala, Florida. James. So James is a person I met up at Rev 11, and we're going to talk a little bit about James later on today. Because some shit happened. Some stuff went down. After that, the very next weekend after ATE's event, we're going to be going up to the lovely Ohio area. I always want to say I fly into Cleveland, but something might be changing on that. But that is going to be January 22nd. We're going to Crucible's swap meet. So we'll be there to play at Crucible Airsoft all day on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to MK Airsoft to play at their field and hang out. I do need to call Gabe though. So we're going to be doing that. February 26th, down in the Immokalee prison, we are going to have North vs. South 3.
And that is going live tonight, not the tickets, just the site, so you can get all the rules, everything like that. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You can't
purchase
the tickets yet.
What's that?
It's good. The site's going live, but you can't purchase the tickets, Greg.
Nope. No, you cannot.
So
I'm trying to listen. I'm doing what I can for ATE. I want them to get as much exposure and the tickets and everything like that as possible. I don't want to overshadow them by any means. Not that I could, but I don't want to if I was capable of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Overshadowing you, on the other hand, I don't mind doing it all.
And that happens all the time. It's really hard for you to overshadow me. You have to be on an elevated platform like 10 feet high in order to even hope to overshadow me. Although it was really funny because I shot him, I just couldn't find a video, but I did shoot Dopey the Dwarf.
I'm sorry,
at Revelations, I shot Dopey the Dwarf. Dopey was walking around.
That was the weirdest seg ever.
No, it isn't, because I'm making fun of the height difference again.
He's trying, and that one, like, there was
that
a cliff.
fell flat.
He didn't want to look over his shoulder and just.
So, guys, when the North vs. South Game 3 goes live, don't buy any tickets. Just make sure that little man just has a failure. Just kidding. Man. Come on out. I'll be on the north side helping my compatriots from the north take down the south. That's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, well, that's a different
saying?
Yeah, make that thread again.
You were saying?
That's my son's medicine right there that you're messing with.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Layden Porter. Thanks for that. Josh's son is in the watching this on YouTube, and he's up at the Crescent Prison. He saw the bus. All right. After that, in March we have Nuke Atlanta, and then April is the month of FU to my life. First weekend we have Wasteland 13.5. Second weekend, April 8th through the 11th, we have Pew Pew at Sea. The following weekend, if I decide to go to it, is going to be an AMS event at Guardian Center. The weekend after that is Firestorm 3 up at the Carlisle Textile Facility. After that is a game I'm really excited for, super excited for, Syndicate 2 at the Crescent Prison. Cartel versus DEA, going to be tons of fun. Virchew again is going to be our CEO of the green side. Papa's going to be flying up to hang out. So we're going to have a bunch of fun. a bunch of fun stuff with that. And then August 26th is the first time that we're really announcing it, I think, on a stream, is that we're going to have another game at the prison that's Fallout themed, which we're going to go over some information later on tonight about. So for those of you that are really excited, that's going to be a fun event. So that's our event announcement so far. So guys, start getting your calendars out. Come join us. Come play with us. I think I need to get some patches made. Joker shot doing the butt. All right. With that being said, gentlemen, do you guys have any sort of announcements that you guys want to make?
Oh, are we here? I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that we were on the stream. Sorry.
For somebody that showed up late, you're getting awfully lippy tonight.
No, that's fine because I like pretending I froze.
Oh, yeah.
He was only 4 minutes late. He spent the first 4 minutes adjusting his chair.
Yeah.
If you're 4 minutes late to any other live broadcast, you're fired by any other company.
And you are 4 minutes late to your own broadcast almost every time. So
yeah, but I'm the boss.
Is that right? Is that how that works?
That is definitely how that works.
Anyway, I got nothing. You covered the swap meet. We're planning a couple other events up at Crucible. We haven't ironed them all out yet. I will say the raffle prize we're putting up for Crucible at the swap meet is going to be spicy.
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 Got that?
Oh shit!
If you were at Syndicate and you saw the kappa we put up then, you want to enter the raffle for the swap.
Okay.
Meet.
You guys talk. I need to go get something up. Hey, Ange. Shit.
You might want to mute it.
I smell.
Take yourself out. Like you order everybody else to do. Take yourself out. Anyway, so the high cap, that you had up at Big House. Say again about the one coming up.
Right. So the one at Big House I put together from party in, and that was about an $800 bill.
Damn.
At the swap meet, I'm going to be building a gun in my house with basically unlimited parts.
With unlimited
so the
parts.
bigger the raffle pot gets, bigger the gun gets.
Ooh.
Okay. And what are we looking at as a potential limit per se? I guess. I don't know.
Honestly, being in house with the parts, we can build almost $1,000 plus high cap. Because all the donations are going to go help out players want it and their fundraiser. So we want to show our appreciation for that. So we want you guys to show your appreciation for that. And the more you help out, the more we donate.
That's going to be amazing because speaking of that, or Greg, you have some more input?
Yeah, no, and by the way, your mic is quiet. I don't know if you switched
mine or his.
Yours went down some.
Is that better?
Yep.
Okay, I hit the wrong volume control. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Crucible thing. Before, my intention was to fly up, but because of all the stuff that we need to raise funds for and everything else, I think I am going to be driving up and bringing almost like a small...
Sorry, I'll stop all that right now.
a store with me, essentially. So I'm going to be driving up to Ohio, possibly in the middle of winter, to bring some stuff up. I just realized that could be dangerous for me since I don't drive in snow. When is
to be
Papa
fair, haven't had snow up here in a while. But since you're coming, it's probably going to come just to say fuck you.
yeah. With weather,
we can force some lake effect. We'll really get you going on that one.
So there's a really good option that I'm probably going to be going for Crucible. For those of you who don't know, Crucible's located where, Virchew?
We are at 11th Street, Massillon, Ohio.
Nice. So if you guys are all around, come over, check out the swap meet. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. There's going to be an open play day there. That's going to be a lot of fun. And myself, and I love how it is told Greg he's going, not like asking anymore. It's like, you're just coming.
Well, you don't ask because
you say no.
I say no. And you feel like if you just tell me, I will just agree somehow magically. I am not a drunk prom date. I do have a mind of my own.
Oh,
I can be a drunk prom date. I'm not saying I'm not capable of being a good drunk prom date. We are going on the cruise, and by all means, feel free to liquor me up.
Oh, don't worry. If we go up there, there's definitely some liquor involved. Thanks for making Bad Blood this year awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Papa is coming to the prison during in April. All right, enough.
Yes, Papa's coming in April. When am I going back to MA? I'll probably be there.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
You
You
say
just
wow?
screaming Papa's coming in April. I was like, who's April?
Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
When might we know the jewel limits for north for south? Those rules will come out. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, guys. We're going to jump into Rev here in a second. Oops, I hit the wrong button. So let's go through and talk about some other cool stuff and all that. So we're going to come up and have a good time at Crucible and all that. We are one of the things I'm going to announce that is like I'm a glutton for punishment on. But sorry, Tink. We come sure make sure Tink protects his neck. I know, right?
I actually just needed to give more applause. Sin, that was actually funny as shit. I'm sorry.
now it's a party.
No, I need to throw it back in there. It can't let that kind of slide. That was actually really funny. I'm upset. I didn't think of it. But
good
yeah.
thing Carrie doesn't watch the stream. Just saying. All right.
She wouldn't know who April was anyway.
All right. So the announcement for next week's stream. Who's got the feedback?
I'm hearing it, so
I think it's Virchew. It is.
Hold on, let me try something.
He's got a little. So for the next stream, guys, we're doing a 24-hour live stream. Now, Greg is not going to be out for 24 hours. I know that. Because Greg's going to be like, screw that nonsense. I'm going to bed. There's not a chance in hell I'm staying up 24 hours on a Tuesday to a Wednesday to help you raise money. But we are going to be doing that. We're doing it all for one reason and one reason only. We need to raise, and the fundraiser is going to be called 22 for 22. We need to raise $22,000 for the health care for Damian for 2022 for his gene therapy. So for his GoFundMe. So the faster we get to 22,000, the faster I can go to sleep. But we're staying out for 24 hours. So we'll be raffling off a few items. I'm going to be raffling off a PCC9. You can buy raffle tickets directly through. We'll explain how it's all going to go, and then we're going to raffle stuff off. So if anybody else wants to contribute to stuff that's there, we're also going to raffle off 2 pistols. One of them's a Glock. The PCC9 that I'm going to raffle off is brand new. I might still have the box for it. It's never been used. It's never been fired. And the PCC9s are really hard to find. So for those of you who don't know, my son has muscular dystrophy. He's got some gene therapy medication that came out that is really good for him. Virchew, I think it got a little worse. The problem is that the out-of-pocket expenses for that gene therapy medication is $22,000 a year, on top of the $30,000 that we already pay for him for his health care throughout the year to begin with, out of pocket. So, if you guys can, when it comes down to the GoFundMe, even if you can't contribute, I know it's a tough time of year and everything else. If you could at least like, share, and share it to your social media pages, it'd be greatly appreciated. We love everybody that watches us and everything else. It's not an obligation, but we will be doing that live stream for 24 hours. So if you guys are wanting to jump on at any point, I'll be taking a lot of guests, and you're just going to see my deterioration of tiredness throughout the day as I get tired and more and more tired. All right. So
when are we starting? What time is the stream starting?
I'm probably going to do the same thing. Start at 7:00.
And then run through 7 to the next evening.
Mm-hmm. So I'm probably going to go to sleep. I'm going to probably force myself to go to bed really late at night on next Monday, and wake up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, and away we go. Hey, what's up, Randy? How you doing? And Mercy. So that live stream, it's gonna be. I'll be putting all the stuff up tonight about it. Tomorrow as well. Trying to go through it to really raise the funds so we can make sure that this kid gets everything that he needs for his care and all that. So it's rough. It's rough. I mean, the first time today, my Damian was like really upset, and he actually said, "Do you just want me to go live somewhere else because I know I cost too much?"
What? Well, when I get in uncomfortable situations, I make jokes, right?
That's fine.
You
Make
want
the
to know
jokes,
some
man.
of the shit that went through my head?
I know. I know. It's
And I
one of
become
those.
the bad guy when I make those jokes.
Let me change the profile pics. Makes all.
I feel like an abusive husband. You make me say these things.
Well, with that being said, let's start with Revelations 11, everybody. Let's start talking about this fun and awesome and kick-ass time that we had at this event. And when I mean by we, I mean me.
I was going to say, Virchew, did you go to this?
No, he was. I get to rub it in.
All right. So he and I are going to go backstage and just have a chat while you talk about this.
We can't hear you, Sin. Speak, boo-boo, speak.
My sushi place is closed.
Yeah, I have. I couldn't afford.
All right, let's try this.
There you go. We can hear you now.
All right, sorry about that. I said, yeah, this is the first rev I missed, and I'm upset about it. And this fucker's been rubbing it in all week.
So, first and foremost, going up to Revelations, I didn't know what to expect. Oh shit!
Speaking of unexpected,
he had some bad seafood, perhaps, and he has to run off. Certainly not that he forgot to.
The Taco Bell's catching up.
That's possible. That's possible. I have absolutely nothing to say in regards to Revelation. Never been there. I've never played at it. Know nothing about it.
It's an amazing event. It's an amazing event. It's one of the highlights of my year to go to Rev because it's one of the few. It's everybody for themselves, but the teams and the people you meet and you develop a team throughout the weekend, phenomenal. We always try to do something stupid. One year at SG1, we all dressed up as SG1. We've done the Ghostbusters. This year we were going to do all Mandalorians, but everybody's schedule got scattered. One year we decided we were going to get the survivor's token because you get a token if you survive to the end of the night by not killing anybody the entire day. And we were going to complete every mission and objective without actually killing anybody. We pulled it off.
Really?
But that was like Rev 10. Yeah. I mean, it's a great time if you ever get to go. There's Joker.
I love my daughter.
If I ever get to go.
I love my daughter.
I'm so hungry right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be hungry too because my daughter in from it was going to say take dinner out and put it inside the microwave. Decided to leave all the chicken out on the counter, so there is no more chicken out on the counter.
Tell me the dog got it.
Sorry.
That's a shame.
Wait, what?
My dog ate my dinner.
Your dog
ate my dinner.
What was your dinner? What was your dinner?
Delicious air fried chicken that my wife made.
It was basically dog bait.
Your dinner is nothing. You get nothing.
Nothing. You should have just put it on the floor. It would have just been easier for him to get. He got it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. So, anyways, guys, Revelations 11. Let's talk about it.
Have at it while I try to order some damn food.
While you're at it, my address is 6890.
I'm so hungry.
God. So am I. So Revelations 11. Didn't know what I was going to experience when I was going into it. I was looking at a little bit of I was looking at a little bit of some of the stuff from the previous time, but I started to watch like a revelation video. I turned it off saying, you know what? I want to be surprised. I want to go in with no expectations. So I did zero research, especially when I was driving up. I was too busy talking to people. So got up the revelations, and I did not realize, like, there was a little bit of some misinformation that was given to me about whether or not we can chrono Friday or not. So I decided I was going to leave it late. I was going to leave a little bit later, but then somebody said, "Oh yeah, we can chrono on Friday." So I was like, "Crap!" Now I got to. Oh shit! Now I got to change my mind. So I changed. So I decided to go up there. Got up there, chronoed, got everything done. Just when it was getting dark. Now, of course, as soon as I go up there, I brought the rain, literally. So, like, raining, misting the entire day on Friday. So the field was a little wet. And since it's already swamp. When he says swamp sniper, it's because his main field is a literal swamp, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it. The field is actually really well laid out. The buildings that are there are superbly made. I mean, without a doubt, freaking awesome. 4-story tall tower is one of them. So there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on to the Ballahack Airsoft field. It was very moist. You had all sorts of different structures and stuff that were out there that, you didn't feel like when you're walking up there, it's like, all right, well, it's a crapshoot whether or not I survive going down the stairs again or not.
Yikes.
Whiskey. Whoa, it's sin. So it was a very so going in there, seeing all this, the way they have everything set up, it looked really nice, really cool. We started now it did start late. That's like one negative I had about it, was that because they had so many people, they had like 1,200 people on Saturday alone. They had to bus people in from a secondary location that was there, so it caused the start to be delayed by almost an hour. It was supposed to start at 10. So here I am. I'm live streaming, having a gay old time, just recording people and all that. And as I'm recording one guy, I notice he's wearing no shirt and heart-shaped boxers, white boxers with heart shapes.
Okay. All right then.
It was hilarious, to say the least. I was laughing my ass off. I thought it was funny as hell. I gave him mad props for running around. I'm trying to find the video to see if I have it. If I already clipped it, I thought I did. Let's see here.
I'm so hungry. I don't know what to eat. Damn it. And no, not pizza.
I know, right? The last thing we need is carbs.
I'll get 2 slices in and be like, oh, balls.
Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, yeah, I got it. So while I'm actually live streaming and all this stuff's going through, I had the most turnout I ever had on a live stream. I had 18,000 viewers. We were like averaging 400 active viewers at one time. And as I'm going like this and showing around, so many of my viewers were wanting to put bounties out on individual people that they were seeing. Like a guy in a suit. Here, let me share this. Hopefully, it's not choppy today.
Moving? Are we? The man with the shorts.
Oh, up against hope.
I'm doing good.
I just scalped him. Actually, harvested Justin Bieber's.
We got.
We have some refreshments for you.
I'm sorry.
For
The
what?
shorts.
That terrible stream? Or the shorts?
If it's still doing that, I hope
It's so choppy.
it's still choppy. All right, then I'll just do it this way. I'll throw it up as a graphic, and we'll come back to it later. So it was just, to me, it was just hilarious that, let's get rid of that one. Oh, there we go. So I'm recording through, and people are like, holy crap, am I seeing what I'm really seeing? And I can't tell you how many people also went political in the comment section. as the stream's going. I was like, come on, guys, really?
Political?
Yeah, they were saying, look at this so and so rally, you know, for various sides and all that. I was like, come on, guys, really? We're not going to go here. Some of there were a couple funny ones, which were it's like look, a convention of the celibates. So we finally went through. We got past everything. They did the safety brief, went over the information. Then we got discharged onto the field. Now, one of the cool things about Revelations is that it is a post-apocalypse game. It is technically a free-for-all game. You really don't know who's your friend or who's your foe, because even it could be somebody that you've been playing with for decades could suddenly turn around and say, you know what? Pow, at the last second, and take you out before you can get inside. The main goal for everybody is to...
Can I have some of the ice? Is that what that is?
Wait, did it start working? Dude, I've been trying to get my mic to work for like 3 minutes. I've been trying to get this thing to work.
Holy shit.
And then all of a sudden, it's like...
I knew you were hungry.
Crunch,
wow.
crunch, crunch.
It just...
amazing.
Wow. You said you were hungry. I figured I'd help out.
I appreciate that. No, it's definitely helping.
Oh, God, that was hilarious.
Oh, God.
No, sorry. To go back to the dude in the boxers, I was trying to say this earlier, was I respect the fact that he's still wearing shin guards and arm guards.
Wait.
Now, it's funny because I have to go through the video. I really do, because I'm sure I'm going to be talking about Rev next weekend when I get more video cut. My camera actually worked for most of the day on Saturday, but I forgot to turn it on in certain parts on Sunday. So there's definitely going to be a Rev part due, but part due 6 or 2, because there was just so much funny crap that happened at Rev. It wasn't even. I mean, it was just so much. It was great. All right,
yeah, dude. The stories at Rev are usually better than the event.
Oh, wait, here. Let's see if this works better.
The man with the shorts.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Some
like Justin Bieber?
refreshments?
I just scalped them. Freshly harvested Justin Bieber
We got.
Was that better?
That was much better.
That dubstep was amazing.
That was the Wasteland band, the Wasteland radio station, and it was really funny because you hear all sorts of stuff over the Wasteland radio that was just hilarious to watch, to listen to, like especially when it comes down to like people like when the bounties get called out. Oh God, it was great. All right, so going back to what I was saying, one of the key things you want to do is you want to get into like either a biodome to protect yourself from the angels when they get unleashed at the end of each day, or you want to get into a bunker, and there's certain requirements for each one. Some of the stuff which is not exactly clear on how you get it or what you need and how to secure your entry in there. There's a lot of bartering and stuff that goes on, but one of the key things you do is quests. And it's sort of like the only thing these guys were missing was like a little question mark or exclamation point on top of their head to go through. So here is one of the quests.
So I have some old world knowledge for you, sir.
The quality isn't that great, but it's acceptable.
I do have some purple that I could trade you.
That's
now
some
you're
other.
really bragging.
And now we have some really
I will
good.
accept this.
Excellent.
Preserving knowledge in itself, finding some is hard at these times. You said 4?
Yes, we do. We have 4 people with us.
I see. I'll give you a little bit of a reward for that, and I'll happily take this off your hands as well. Thank you all for your contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello.
There's a girl running around that had the little Christmas tree dedicated. I'm meaning to find her. I don't want to loot it. I'll pay her for it. Them things are delicious.
I don't know how I wound up here. So Lonnie flashed a
How
light.
did you wind up here?
Lonnie flashed a light about 6 months
He took a
ago.
left turn at Albuquerque.
It was 1998, and now all I know is now it's 2021.
Oh, this must be all of the big shock for you.
Yeah. She has everything on me. She's got my badge.
I hope you find something. Is there anything that you can all out of stem packs. But there is somebody who is looking for 3 different colors of these. She's got red hair and she's got this really unique necklace. Thank you.
Oh, sorry about that. So yes, it was Wasteland Radio with Mickey Crane. I mean, that was some of the first 2 quests that we did. What the hell's going on in the background there, Sin? Just like yelling.
I'm staying at a friend's house up here and I have no idea what's going on.
So now with the archivist, the first one was the archivist, and I knew I was going to have to do this, so I just keep doing that. And I got this cool little achievement coin for completing his quest, which is to bring him an old world book. Which actually I negotiated with somebody while we're sitting online, the person that was ahead of us, because they saw my thing of soda that I was dragging along behind me, which was fun. I wanted this raccoon guy. How many times did I get shot? The first day, I only got shot 3 times in the span of 3 minutes in the same spot by the same type of gun. Not the same gun, the same type of gun. So, let me grab my trusty haul here. They were selling these springers for these stupid little springers for like 5 caps or something like that. They barely work, which, Greg, you got to fix it. It's not working.
I have to fix a springer.
So it's like, yeah. So I got one guy walks up and goes, pow, and shoots me. I look down and I go, really? And he goes, don't worry. And he starts stimming me right away. As soon as I get done getting stimmed, another guy walks through and goes, bink. And I was like, so the guy just keeps his hand on me. I went to go walk away. Pink. Yeah. So it was rather funny. Yeah,
it's
so
almost
cool
like
thing
somebody told a bunch of their friends to shoot you on sight.
I hadn't even done it. Hold on. At that point, I hadn't even fired my gun yet, and it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. So yeah, these things also glow in the dark, which is kind of cool. So then, so you go around, you can collect these. These are achievement coins, and then what they're doing is they're sending you on quests to get all sorts of items together to do various things. And some of the quests are actually kind of cool. Now I realize each time I put the graphics up and I show a video or whatever, it takes us out of the video. So we'll just have to deal with it. But I can remove the archivist one because we already saw that one. I'm going to keep throwing up the videos as we watch them here, showing up new stuff. Oh, there's the name. Sweet. All right. So, and there's 7 different quests total that you can get, plus the 2 bonus quests. Like this green one is from the Wasteland Waste Management. So you literally throw something in the guy's walking out with a garbage can on his back, and you throw something in there, and you get this cool radioactive glowing coin. You get the Sweet Tooth achievement. The importance of cooperation. Oh, the radiation. Oh my God. Is this one right here? This one's funny.
Mr. Trash Man. There you go. Actually, here, let me help you with some compaction real quick.
It's I got my other stuff underneath.
There you go. Make a. Watch out.
Sorry, I was going to give away something funny. Let's see. But if you saw the guys running in the background, you're actually shoveling a bunch of radioactive dirt like it's from Chernobyl. Like on the roof scene where they can only be out there for 30 seconds throwing the radioactive fuel rod casings off the top. You're doing that inside. There was the combat, which I didn't get a chance to cut, but that you get to use boffer weapons to attack each other. So you had disconnected, which you had to align some radios together, some satellites to get triangulation. Let's see. You had to get buckets of water to cool out in one of the reactors. So they made you go to a pond on the other side to grab water to come back because you might get shot along the way.
Did they have the artist this year?
Yes, they did. That's right here. So you had to draw. You go into the artist area. You had to draw some stuff on there. So there's all sorts of cool stuff that you could do that keeps you interacting and moving around. But your ultimate goal is to get either like for the biodomes to get the fuel rods or negotiate your way in because the biodomes only allow 10 people to go in there. Now, when me and my three other compatriots, if you will, were walking around, every single time that we left an area, shit went down. I mean, and it wasn't that we caused it; it just shit went down. We were at this one place called the Wasteland Trade Society, and we came in there and said, "Hey, look, we hear that they're going to come hit you. Like the Russians are going to come attack you real soon." And they're like, "Whatever, no, they're not. We're fine." I was like, "Okay." As soon I saw a group of people starting to mass, I was like, I told my guys, "Let's go." And as soon as we walked away, as soon as we got like halfway around like the pond that was there, all hell broke loose over there. It was hilarious. So once we did all the achievements and we got our stuff that we needed for a power core, we thought we had to get 8 power cores. We didn't realize that you can negotiate in getting 4 people in with just 1 power core. Wish we would have known that. We know for next time, better ideas and all that for the future. So we then decided to go into town. Now, mind you, I am trading for bottles of Nuka-Cola, Nuka-Quartz, Nuka-Quantum, all these sodas and all that, and I'm having a great time. I started imitating Christian by talking just like this. I mean, welcome to the Wasteland. Oh, I see you like some Nuka-Cola there. Would you like this a fresh rad-free sugary beverage? Come get it. And I could not get that damn voice out of my head. I was saying it all day. And because of all that negotiating power, I came back with actually quite a few caps. And some old world treasures, but by far Sunday was my most profitable day. Let's see, going back to. By the way, Ducky, you left your duck behind.
What?
I have your duck. So that was another like little mini quest you could do. You could collect 10 or 20 of these little duckies, these little rubber duckies, and bring them back to the Candyman, and you get like a quest item. I was able to bring one home. I went to go give it to Ducky. Yeah, he forgot it at the damn restaurant on Monday. So you abandoned your duck, Ducky. So we go back into town, and as we're sitting inside of town, I decided to cause a little bit of chaos. A lot of you know.
No.
A lot of you know that I'm really good with the shot when I'm up against when I have the gun shouldered properly and everything else, but I'm also a really excellent shot when it comes to hip firing. So what I would do would be to stand there and periodically just go pow and nail people. Oh God. So let's see here.
And this is how the fight started.
Let's go
Who that slap?
The guy with the duck. Oh, right in his ass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
I forgot your name, but you're with Amanda, right? Yeah. We don't even know where to look.
He's like...
So I'm hip firing, shooting people, and they have no idea where to look. They're thinking that it's happening there. That last one, I felt sort of bad because I hip fired. I got him right on the top of his head. He was only wearing eye pro. He wasn't wearing anything to cover his head. And I nailed him right there on the top of his head. And I'm like, oh no. The first guy I shot is actually James here. He was a rival He was a rival merchant that was going around, and I kept shooting him. I had people killing everybody around you. Nobody knew where it was coming from, and that was the beautiful thing. And especially Sunday, I caused mass chaos because there was two major groups that were walking past each other, right? And then here I am selling meat, which is where the background picture came from. Me sitting back, just eating meat and all that, or serving meat. I told two guys standing in front of me, I was like, don't move. And they go, what? I go, pow, real quick, shot a guy in his ass. So one major group of guys walking this way, another one's now walking this way. They just pass each other. One guy goes, ow, hit. And he looks around. So that group puts their guns up. But because I'm hidden and nobody really saw where it comes from, they're all looking at that big group that just went by. I always went, wow, and I knocked the other guy in the ass. So the second group, they turn around, see all the guns up, and it's...
Oh, my God. Nothing like causing chaos, huh?
And you want to know why people shoot you on sight.
I don't want to know. I do know.
Oh, God. The great thing, though, was, like, okay, so this one right here, I'm going to play this video. This one's funny as hell, because I didn't shoot him.
I was told to shoot the guy in the suit.
I almost shot your boy.
I didn't shoot you though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
I swear. I bet you $1. I bet you $1, sir.
Okay, no. But someone in this.
You did not hear this noise, and all of a sudden you felt it. Besides, if I would have shot you, it would have hurt. You would have felt it for sure, sir. Would we like to go re-simulate this again? You go stand.
Again? So you did it to begin with.
We can go re-simulate. I know who shot you, sir. And I could give away that person's identity if you bribe me.
Bribe you?
I guarantee you 100% that you look at Players Wanted and we'll play this video back, and it is not me.
No, I don't believe it was you.
It was not me. So.
It wasn't me. It was the guy in the Wifu shirt that was right behind me with this gun. He's the one that shot him. And I was just about to raise my gun to shoot him. And he beat me to it. That's why I said, I almost shot your boy. And I was like, oh, well. So we caused so many chaos elements. It was great. It was fun. It was a blast. I did not get killed by a hunter or any of the angels, but I did not get myself into a dome because I didn't know. I didn't fully understand how to get in there, or where to go. We should have fought. I thought we could fight our way into one. I thought you had to stay in there up until it ended. Didn't realize the gameplay mechanic, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So Sunday starts up, and we go in there, and There we go. Tyler Wiley, the guy that sells those Springer pistols, brings like 100 every year and covers his cost of the ticket minimum. It's so funny how popular they are. It is definitely funny.
Dude, there's a year we tried to rob the bank using Olds.
So we go through Sunday begins, and actually we talked to the admins about doing it, but they let us on early so I could set up the brisket thing. So it's for those that haven't seen it yet. This is actually here. Crap. Let me just share it. Hold on a second. Let me find it first. Let me find the picture. The picture that everybody saw is the background when he came in, when it goes up there. I was right below the candy man. That was my spot to sell the meats and everything else. And it became insanely popular right at the start. I mean, everybody was coming up to like, yo, you got brisket, let me have some. Which was also my perfect cover where I could just shoot people from afar. And it was just like, bow. And then nobody would think about it. So a kid sets up a casino right next to me. Like 3-card Monte, some blackjack, and everything else. So we're side by side. I'm selling meat and I'm selling sodas and all that, and he's, rigging his deck for casino stuff. It was hilarious. The fighting that we had that we caused out there was pretty epic. At one point in time, James was in front of me, and I shot him in the butt. And I'm giggling because it's funny he got shot. So somebody is now stimming him and rezzing him up. As soon as he takes that thing away, he takes his dead rag off. Pow, right in the butt again. He's like, really? Stim. He takes this thing off again. Pow, one more time.
So you were being a dick.
Well, I didn't shoot his medic. I could have shot his medic too. The lady that kept stimming him, I could have done that. But
that doesn't make it any less dickish.
But a little kid saw me do it the third time. So I was like, don't do it. He sticks his gun up at me, so I shoot him. Then Melissa, I think her name is Melissa, right? Because she's in here. Yeah, Melissa turns around and goes, she looks at me. So then I shoot the kid. He goes down. She reses him up. And as soon as she reses him up, he brings his gun up. I was like, why are you going to do that, Papa? I shot him again.
Listen, Augie's over here asking me, telling me the boy needs help, like I can do something about it. Sid's over here telling you you're being a dick. You're talking about shooting young men in the ass. I don't know, man. I got nothing to say here.
Dude, there's so many people that got shot in the ass. I swear, I gotta put a Revelations compilation ass shot video up because how many
shot video?
Because demonetized.
Yeah.
The only thing
there's a whole other angle to be looking at this as. I just so you know. I gotta. So let me see. Come out face to face, firefight, or wait till someone's completely unsuspecting and plink him in the butthole. That's what you did. That is your new tagline. Plink him in the butthole. That's it, right there. Somebody make a patch. Says
no, while I was mad, he would not trade me some of my delicious Nuka-Cola for that Mr. Poopy Head Pops toy. So he deserved every single bit of it.
So what you're saying is you shot a guy in the ass repeatedly for not giving you some poop.
Yes.
There you go. Apparently you were trying to extract the poop from him.
I did run up and give Melissa one of my the beekeeper at Rev from now on. Jason's saying it's bees, I tell you, bees.
See, I got accused of being an asshole for the glitter incident at Rev 10, but I think you win.
The great thing was how nonchalant I was about it.
Sin, he wins every time in the asshole competition.
I would literally just do these quick little snapshots of people go, like, hold on, here's another one of, I think. Hold on, I gotta find it, and I'll put it up here because we'll go back to it.
Wait, why is Melissa pissed?
So a woman's pissed at Joker. How is this not normal?
Yeah, shocking.
Not it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I didn't do anything. So it was really funny that the chaos and stuff that I was ensuing, very rarely did I ever get caught. Now, come Sunday, I sold out of everything, and I was going to be leaving early anyway. So then I just started going from covertly to overtly shooting people. And firefights would be happening. So anytime that somebody did a firefight, like near my booth or anything, I literally was shooting the people that had their guns up just to get them from away to the front of my booth. So there's this one guy that was, I must have shot him 4 times because there's, you know where the Candyman is, Virchew, right? In the second floor of the tower?
Yeah.
And they got the MiG over there. They got a down MiG, which was an awesome-ass prop, a down freaking MiG.
It's pretty awesome. You could actually used to be able to get in it and shoot at people.
Yes, he would not trade me Mr. Poopy Head. So there was this guy that was wearing that had the sniper rifle wearing this plastic armor. And each time I shot him, it was just below the armor right in the lower back. And I shot him in the same spot like 4 times. Because they were shooting at innocents, so I was actually doing the town a favor.
That's what it is. He's a humanitarian. He's a Samaritan.
So there was an announcement that went over Wasteland radio. Anybody with a red armband on is kill on sight because they're about to raid the town and take over the town. They were the Templars. I was like, I ain't gonna have that. So as soon as that announcement went up, I was like, oh, good. Bop, 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 bop. I shot like 4 red bands right away, and the guys were all like, huh, what's going on? I was like, well, you're wearing an armband, so you're dead. And he goes, why? I was like, they just made the announcement. Did you not hear? You're standing right here. I heard it. And he goes, oh, it's because another group hates us, whatever. I was like, I don't care. I fulfilled my duties. So then a group came in and came charging into where we were at. One guy comes up behind, shoots. I got dug out of the hole like twice when they came through, but that's the only time people really got mad was on Sunday towards the end. I was leaving. They didn't realize I had a guy right inside with me that was stimming me up. So, but here's another one for you, James.
Who are you shooting at?
Anybody? Did he put his hand up? Did he put his hand up?
That was me pegging James again. It's funny as how clear you can hear that thwack sound. I just got the most.
So you were pegging James, you say?
Yes, I was. I was pegging him quite a lot, right in the butt.
That's not how pegging
James.
works. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, never mind.
James, I was offering more than just 1 Nuka-Cola. I was offering 2, and you turned it down for Mr. Poopy Head. I'm just saying. Maybe
see, I wish you were at Rev 10. Wish you were at Rev 10 recording when we were there because there was some hilarity that happened at 10.
So I just want to show what I actually accomplished. Those are just the regular caps that don't have the other thing on there. This money really, really, really threw me off. I thought I was getting tipped big time. You all see where it says right there, like motion picture use only?
Yep.
It doesn't feel like money.
Picture use?
Motion picture use copy money. Motion picture copy. Wait, it says this one says motion picture use only. This $10 says for motion picture copy money.
Okay.
So he hands it to me, and I go to put it in my pocket, and then as he gave me more, I was like, "Holy shit, that's a lot!" And he goes, "It's fake." I was like, "Oh, it's fake? Then give me back half that brisket I gave you."
Oh my god, man!
Yeah, you brought good things.
That's when you hand me $80 for brisket out on the field, yeah, I'm gonna give you a lot of brisket. I took some shit back. I was like, screw that, give me back my money. Give me back my brisket. He's like, fair enough, fair enough.
So you brought brisket and soda. Jesus Christ, you were popular.
Yes, I was. And The big thing about those bottles. So if you guys are paying attention, and you still have one of the bottles left around, on the back of that bottle is a website with a promo code. That website takes you to cpmilsim.com, and that promo code is for Revelations. REVXI22, and that is $20 off. Actually, both events up in Crescent, $20 off the Syndicate 2 and $20 off our newest event up there, Geiger Lands, which we're going to talk about a little bit. Joker caused a separation on live stream. Yes, life goals. Only the guy with blowing hooker was better. Oh,
I was not there. Oh, never mind.
I'm getting fat at the moment. What the hell did you send me, Jay?
Oh God! Now, when we did Rep 10, I took a bunch of old hard drives. I wrote taxes 1976 and then totally not born, and I taped them to the inside of a suitcase and I traded them for the generator.
Totally not born, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was late, and I thought he was bullshitting. I was not bullshitting. I really wanted that damn Mr. Poopy Head. So, enjoy your divorce, sir.
See, if you would have just gave him the poopy hole, he wouldn't have pegged you so hard.
Right?
Yeah.
How hard is that to understand?
I'm an easygoing kind of guy. Let's give him my Mr. Poopy Head, and you're all good. So that was and then finally when I decided to go all out with the firefights and all that, we had a group that did not appreciate the fact of what I was doing with my with my little merchant hidey hole. Caused the firefight. They came in. One guy came in from behind. I knew he was coming. He shot me in the back, but he missed the guy with the stim pack, and the guy with the stim pack medicked me up. I shot him. Then his partners came in. There was a couple firefights. There was some arguments. That's what I'll probably save for next week. There was also a light up infinity gauntlet.
Oh no, that was me from Lev 10. I got an infinity gauntlet, put it inside of a bag with LEDs in it, so that when you opened it, the light shined up. I took it to the trading outpost, and I was like, I want to buy all the generators for what's in this bag. And the guy looked at me and laughed. I would trust me. You're going to sell me all of the generators for what's in this bag. He opens the bag, the light shines up, and he just looks at his buddy and goes, give that guy the generators. He proceeded to use it and walk around. He walked around the field snapping, and the beauty of it was players would actually see him snap and then drop dead.
That's awesome. That is fantastic.
So, I will say the hunters they brought out were badass and awesome. I was nowhere near them until the very end, but then the battery was dead, so I didn't have it on camera. But the hunters were actually predators from the Predator movie. Really awesomely well done. I didn't get close enough to an angel to be seen by an angel to see what the angels look like. So I don't even know what they look like. I just wisely hid. So I did survive the first day. I just didn't get any credit for it. But it was insanely fun. I can't wait to do the next one. I brought home. Oh yeah, I also got a shit ton of these the white Rev 11 caps, and the I don't know if these are considered black or if they're considered red. They're silver and they have black and red on it. So I don't know, but evidently people were impressed with this. How many caps I brought home? It was a lot, and the event was really well put together, a ton of fun, and I highly encourage everybody to go back. Plus, they bought us pizza.
Yep, the pizza party is always a blast.
$8,000 worth of pizza.
What's that?
$8,000 worth of pizza.
Holy
they literally buy enough pizza for almost every player to have 2 to 3 slices.
They were giving away entire pies at the end. Yeah. They had 1,200 people at this event.
1,200?
On Saturday, 1,200
It's a huge event,
players.
dude.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Then I'd do that. I call them cheap at this point now. Only
Oh,
$8,000.
Hey, Joker, were the tourists there this year?
Explain what they look like.
So it's a group of players. They dress as, the only way I can say it is tourists. They don't bring any guns. Literally walk around with their cameras taking photos, pretending to be tourists. It was Rev 8 out. They are great. There's Rev 8. One of them got the best photo of one of the angels ever. He ran towards it, stopped as it was about to kill him, turned, and took a selfie.
That's really funny.
It's funny you say that. I got a suitcase Sunday. I had 2 hard drives in it. I didn't look close enough to see if they had labels. We were sent out on a mission item from the north.
Probably. I've done 2 of those suitcases, and they both became props at the event because that's
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How you doing? Well, I will say for the next Rev is I'm definitely bringing back the brisket. I talked to Big House Produce already. They're going to be making sure that we have plenty of soda and brisket for the next one. I would like to talk to Swamp Sniper and his team to see about, setting up a because I'm going to need multiple briskets for that event. Like setting up my smoker to let it do
But
its
if they
thing.
give you the go-ahead, I'll bring my karaoke equipment. We'll turn it into a bar.
Just bear in mind. Did you get shot in the ass at Revelations? Call this number right now to sue Joker. Oh God, it was a lot of fun. The interactions were freaking awesome. I love the fact that the role play aspect of people that were there was pretty good, pretty on point. Some people had no idea what they're getting into when they joined the faction, and to me that was just hilarious. Like I was over at COV, and they had this dual M19 machine guns going, 50 caliber machine guns like set up. So they would periodically just spray into this one area and giggle about it. Well, one of the people must have taken offense to it. And this guy comes walking through and shoots all the people that were lining up that line of their defensive line and shoots them all in the back. So I go, what the hell? Now, I had to back up because the OCAL was shooting too hot. And I shot the guy in the back, and he just kept walking. I was like, yo. And I pegged him in the back of the head. Then he's like, and he still pissed offly stormed off, putting his dead rag on. He didn't stay to bleed out. I just thought it was hilarious. And I turned to those guys. I was like, y'all saw I avenged you, right? And they're like, yeah, you're good. I was like, let me get a stim for you. The guy points, he goes, I was like, oh, right there. So I used their one stim to stim up those guys. It was just really hilarious that I instantly made friends with those guys because I took down the people from the backside. And I got to go back through the video and see when I shot the guy in the red boxer, the heart-shaped boxer shorts.
Listen, I'm not homophobic by any means, but you're taking people down from the backside, poking them in the booty hole, pegging somebody else, and now you're chasing down a guy in red heart boxers.
Don't judge me.
These are all facts, not a judgment at all. I'm just saying I'm seeing a trend.
If I had made it there, he'd have like glitter grenades to back him up.
Glitter idiots?
Glitter grenades.
No, glitter grenades. So it was like Rev 7, I want to say it was. People just weren't taking my grenade hits, so I got pissed off. And I started filling all my grenades full of, it's cake glitter, so it's sugar.
Oh, God.
Actually, that's how I won my art token 1 year. She says you have to make something with stuff you found in the Wasteland. So I turned around and said, hey, you want to be art? The guy said, sure. So I shot him, pulled a pin on a grenade, threw it at him. It goes up, it's covered in glitter. I walked over to the art lady and I went, see?
Oh my God.
I'm making the Wasteland fabulous.
Dude, she's like, I have no idea what to do with this, but here's your token.
Rev is definitely a unique event. I enjoyed every minute of it. I was sort of disappointed I left early, but at the same time, I had to get home. If I would have had somebody else with me that would have helped offset costs for the hotel, I probably would have stayed an extra night. But I had to get home. And that was a fun drive home. On the way home, I decided to put oil inside the truck and totally forgot to put the oil cap back on.
Oh,
And
you're
then
that guy.
And I'm driving on the highway. All of a sudden, I hear thunk to thunk, and I saw it go bouncing out the backside. And as soon as I saw the bounce, I realized what it was. I was like, "Mother."
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, I can't believe it. I just did that.
On your drive there and on your way back, did you happen to pass the mystery hole since Smurfs reminded?
The what now?
I'll take that as the mystery hole.
No.
I need to get off this stream. I can't. I can't anymore.
Oh, hold on. So the signs start about 3 states away, and they're hilarious. They say, "For yourself for the mystery hole. Are you ready for the mystery hole? The mystery hole is ahead." And there are huge billboard signs the entire way through. Eventually, we get up to this mountain, and we're climbing up, and there's this giant, like 3 football field size parking lot packed with cars, and it says, "This way to the mystery hole." And it's very like bad 80s horror movie setup, because it's like fog Silent Hill style as you crawl up, and all of a sudden, bam, turn right to enter the mystery hole. And I looked at Smurf, and she's looking at me, and she's like, "No." And I'm like, I gotta know. I gotta know. She's like, "We don't have time." And I'm like, "God damn it." So we finally leave, and we haven't gone back that way ever. So we looked it up online. It's like this kitschy amusement thing with like slanted walls, mirrors, and a zip line. Like, somebody took every they could get and put it in a mountain. But the entrance is a hole in the ground.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. It ain't happening. Y'all go. Enjoy. Not me. Do I look like I should be traveling into a hole in the ground?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Greg, did you have a chance to check out that MP9 yet?
To have a chance to check it out?
Yeah, to fix it. See what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I got a chance to look at it. I didn't get a chance to fix it. It's a gas blowback. That's going to take a minute.
Okay.
And I guarantee it needs a part.
Oh, I don't. I'm hoping that maybe there's like a BB jam someplace, but yeah. James Horn, road trip.
Road trip. Seriously, guys, you can Google it. I maybe not Google the mystery hole, but like if you're feeling brave and you trust your browser in incognito mode, Google the mystery hole.
Now I'm gonna do it.
All of a sudden, Greg's computer starts going. While Greg's looking that up, let's also talk about the fun adventures in hotels in what is it, Chesapeake, Virginia, shall we? So, I think I told.
Why would you do that?
So, unfortunately, it comes up with exactly what you're talking about.
Nothing but porn.
No, I wish. No, even when you look, even when you click on show me images of mystery hole, it's images of this. It's a
yeah, right.
There's a Volkswagen Bug smashed into the side of. See the mystery hole. Here's the No, West Virginia, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that sucks. I was really looking forward to something. I used to have sidebar. That's what I used to do for work when I worked at Xerox. One of the things I did was I had to test our I had to test our filters going through wow, been that long. The firewall back in 2000, 2001. And we worked, luckily, behind closed doors because occasionally I would make my way through with certain keywords before they were put into the firewall. Yeah, mystery hole could have been one of them back then.
So let's go back to my hotel debacle. I called Greg and I was talking to him on my trip up. He always like talks to me on my long road trips to make sure I get there safely and all that. Just turned the stream back on. First sentence is Papa saying mystery hole. Welcome to the conversation, Jay. Go buy your ticket for Syndicate 2. So I called Greg and I said, I was like, yeah, I got one of my my famous sorts of hotel rooms. And he goes, really? I said, yeah, I totally. I'll be disappointed if there's not a hook or knife fight, which has happened at one of the hotels I stayed at. So I come rolling into this hotel. Now, mind you, I kind of figured there was going to be a problem because it was only $49 a night. And I was like, all right, well, let's see how this goes. So I come pulling in. It's actually in Portsmouth or whatever the fuck that city is, right on the outskirts of Norfolk.
Portsmouth, yeah.
Yeah. So as I pull in, there's two guys that just walked into the place in front of me. I go and says only one party at a time inside. So I'm waiting outside, respecting the sign. And as soon as they walk out, he puts a no vacancy sign up, and I was like, I'm glad I got my reservation. So I walk inside. I was like, yeah, I'm here to get my reservation. And he goes, no, I canceled your reservation. I was like, what do you mean you canceled my reservation? He goes, I couldn't charge your card. I was like, what do you mean you couldn't charge my card? I didn't give you permission to charge my card. It says pay at hotel. He goes,
hey, one sec.
He goes, we don't do that. And I was like, what do you mean you don't do that? That's exactly what I did with hotels.com was pay at hotel. Somebody at a shop?
Oh, you forget to shut the door.
No, his food must be there.
Oh.
So I was like, none of this makes any sense. How would you? I was like, so you mean to charge the card that I have on there that specifically prevents people like you from charging my card? Got it. So he goes, I canceled it. So of course I don't believe him. I go out into the parking lot and I call hotels.com because that's like, great. If they canceled it, that means I'm getting an upgrade. Fun fact, guys, if you're traveling with hotels.com and your hotel room gets canceled, they have to upgrade you into a better room, and they cover the difference. So I knew I'm about to get a much better hotel room for this.
It's just a party over there.
I know, right? So I was like, so I go back inside. She goes, sir, it's not been canceled. It's like, what do you mean it hasn't been canceled? Oh, so I go back inside and say, hey, you haven't canceled the room. And then on top of that, he's like, the guy's like, piss off and all this other stuff. He's cursing me out. So I curse him right back out. I was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, and then he starts going through. He goes, you're broke. You don't have any money. I was like, I have plenty of money. I have plenty of money to stay at this shitty hotel. That's for damn sure. And what he did was he actually sold my room to the two guys in front of me because when they came walking out, they said $80 a night. What the hell is this shit? It's usually not more than 50. So as I'm arguing with, I was like, the lady from hotels.com she goes, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. And I go, are you trying to tell me that I can't pay at hotel? He goes, yes. So I put her on speaker. I was like, did you hear that, ma'am? She goes, yes, I did, sir. He definitely selected pay at hotel. Why are you charging his card? And the reason why he was, so it's like, you're not supposed to charge until somebody checks in. It's actually against the law because what if something happens and I don't show up? Then you charge the cancellation fee. So ultimately, he calls the cops on me. It's like, by all means, call the cops. Let's go down this road because you tried to charge my car. We're going back and forth. Cops show up. Hotels.com's in the process of getting me a new hotel anyway. Cop goes in. I walk out and I start talking to him. And I'm all friendly. And the guy goes, let me go find out what's going on. So the one officer goes, is it Patel again? And he goes, yeah. And the guy actually says something else. And I was like, you're every stereotype wrapped into one. Just saying. Because the cops were trying to say that I threatened him. And I was like, there's video in there, right? He goes, yeah. I was like, tell him to play back the video. I never threatened him. He goes, he cursed at me. I was like, freedom of speech, bitch. Just like that. And the white cop has his back to the manager outside. He just starts laughing. So I was like, let me guess, this happens a lot. He goes, you have no idea. So what he was hoping for was that I left, and then he'd get the cancellation fee on top of that. He'd sell the room plus get the cancellation fee. So he would actually make a shit ton more money for the course of the weekend because I would have been canceled. But then Hotels.com got me a really awesome room, which I was very happy with, except that there was a bachelorette party going on. So
I'm sorry, what's the downside to that?
Yeah, that's the best part of the story. Go on.
I don't know if they're going to watch or not, but they weren't the most beautiful lady. But I was in I was inside the elevator with them, and there was like this little old lady, this little old white lady, and I noticed the straw of the woman that's drinking from it. She's drinking from a dick straw, full with testicles and everything. And I just start snickering at first, and she goes, "What?" And she turns to me, and she just goes all the way down, and like all the way down to the balls, and she just starts drinking. I start laughing my ass off, and the old lady goes, she goes, "What's so funny?" And then the lady goes,
That's called experience.
And then she goes, I don't know either. And she's right in front of this lady that's got to be like 79, 80 years old. Just fucking dildo Oh, the look of realization on the face was great. And the only reason why it sucked was because I had to go to bed because I was exhausted, and they were still partying at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I already said they upgraded me to a much better hotel. Pay attention. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you already.
Look here, Clutch and Such.
I know, right? Yes, I've already explained that. Maybe you should pay attention to the story more. But no, Revelations was an awesome experience. Oh, and coming back home, man. First and foremost, like what happened we found out about the tornadoes on Saturday night, which sucked for Kentucky and all that. But coming home, oh fuck yeah, I flicked them off. And the cops actually warned me that that the guy is notorious for doing that. He goes, "You tell me I suck at storytelling. I told the story. You shut the hell up." You tell me Betty White. No, because Betty White, yeah. I think everybody would want to do Betty White. So nothing actually happened to the guy. There was nothing he could do because my card actually wasn't charged. He made an attempt. They said if a charge does go through, call us and we'll file a report. Blah 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 blah. So nothing much really happened. But on my way home, I saw so many goddamn accidents. It looks like a semi truck obliterated an F-250. And it must have just happened when I was coming up because there was shit everywhere and there was no cop cars there yet. So I also saw a fire that was going on. So I called the fire in and I said, "Yeah, you have a fire over here in this one location." They go, "Oh, so, okay, sir. We know about that. That's a controlled burn." I look at and I go, "Is the controlled burn supposed to be a building?" And she goes, "What?" I was like, "Is the controlled burn supposed to be a building?" And she goes, "No." I was like, "Because I'm seeing like a little wooded area that's on fire, and I see a freaking garage type building on fire." And she goes, "Oh, oops, I'll call them." I'm leaving.
Not everybody does controlled burn like Florida.
No, this was in Virginia
Like I said, not everybody does a controlled burn like Florida.
We just burn everything down.
We handle our controlled burns.
Well, fun fact: the battle bus is actually named Rose for Betty White for the Golden Girls. So, because she's Betty White is immortal. Love all hail the Betty White. So final thoughts on Revelation. The only thing I would say that was like a negative is the fact that we didn't really have a lot of information on where the bunkers were located. That was a big one. Evidently, there was one right behind the Candyman that nobody knew about. So, and how to get the biodomes up. So I wish there was like a little bit more stuff that was explained. But other than that, the event was pretty. Oh, and not starting on time on Saturday, starting an hour late. That kind of sucked. But other than that, the event was badass. I highly recommend to at least attend one. I know Papa would like it, but hate it at the same time.
Yeah, probably.
So
sounds about right.
He would love it, but hate
it's
it.
okay. Papa can bounce at the country western bar we set up.
Yeah, it was
that I might do. That I might actually do.
It's an experience, my friend. I mean, like I said, I did not fire my gun until about on Saturday until probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Was the first time I fired my weapon. Maybe 2 o'clock. So if you think about that for a second.
On what day?
On Saturday.
So all the mayhem you caused was in a very short period of time then?
Yes.
You were a bigger dick.
Uh-huh.
Than originally led to believe. Got it. Just making sure.
Sunday, I started that shit first thing in the morning.
No surprise there.
Sundays was the funniest because, I mean, I caused so many firefights. Sin's gone. It wasn't even funny. If I'm
I don't know if he's gone or if he's stuck.
Looks like Streams is having connection issues. Yeah, you think?
Looks that way.
The Rona got you, Kyle? Man, people just don't listen. Not for nothing. I try to keep the stream apolitical, but guys, come on. Like Steve Tom will even tell you now, the shot is definitely better than getting the virus.
Hang on.
It's free right now to not be an asshole.
I gotta say something. In regards to this is only going out to my veterans. Okay? Really, primarily to my combat vets. You didn't have to go to combat, just be in a combat unit. If you were in any branch of service that was on any kind of readiness status and you were scheduled to potentially deploy, you have enough shots in your body that if you complain and say, I'm not getting that shot, ... shut up. Okay? Because you already got every
we got shot people didn't know.
Yeah. There is a shot.
Pre-deployment shots.
The literal name of this shot is called a gamma globin shot. That's the one I got every 6 months for 6.5 years because I was in rapid deployment in first cav. Don't know what was in it. I know it was thick like peanut butter. I don't care. I'm immune. Apparently, I'm immune to growth and everything else under the sun as a result of it. All right, so I'm gonna get whatever shot I'm gonna get. So, not everybody else. Everybody else, by all means, your own opinion. My body's my own. Whatever. Unless you're drunk at a club, doesn't matter. My veterans, especially my deployable combat veterans, if you're crying about it, shut up. Just shut up. Go get the stupid shot. Okay? VA, it's free. Go get the stupid shot.
It's free everywhere. You don't pay for shit. With insurance, without insurance, you just walk in and say, I need my COVID shot. Get your vaccine.
Papa, you the same thing I said when my turn came up. I was like, I got shots that even the guy giving it to me didn't know what the fuck it was. Like, I don't.
When they walk up with the syringe and they go, yeah, this one's for you. That's, yeah, so just shut up and take the damn shot and stop spreading disease.
So I would just say that, with the stuff that's going on, guys, we don't want to shut down again. We don't want to have to miss another rev. We don't have to miss another, syndicate or anything else. We don't want to miss North versus South 3. The only time we ever will be political in any way, shape, or form, just go ahead and get your shots. I mean, fuck, I lost my thing. All right. With that being said, it is 1 hour and 31 minutes and 44 seconds. We're going to go ahead and do our intermission real quick. It's a 4-minute intermission, gentlemen. 4 minutes. Time to go get up, go to the bathroom, get refills and everything else. We'll be back at 4. In the meantime, and people enjoy.
Power station, super mutants right now. Out!
Bang. Bang.
Whatever the fuck you faggots are!
And this is how the fight started.
Power station, super mutants right now. Out!
Bang. Bang.
Whatever the fuck you faggots are! Because you fucked around with the NCR! I'm already dead!
Bang.
Why'd you do that?
Your black heart mother, but your guys just blew up my guys.
What the? I didn't blowing you up.
Your Black Marsh Brotherhood, right?
You just revived me, didn't you?
I did not just revive you.
Yeah, I got hit with a grenade. You revived me.
No, I didn't revive you.
Go to respawn, you're blown to smithereens! Get the fuck out! Everybody blown up by that grenade! Get the fuck out
Kind
of
of
there!
all of us are dead on that one, man. If they hit me.
I was right here.
Nah, bro, I was further back. I hit all of us.
For you faggots, and I'll call your hits from them.
I got hit. I called it. I dropped to a knee. You walked up.
Yo, whoever did that's about to fucking get one big time, buddy.
All right, what? Good.
Your boy keeps shooting me in there. No, I was already dead. He shot me in the mouth.
Isn't that what just happened?
You're a guy. He threw a grenade into my boss.
Oh, shit. I had nothing to do with that.
He said, I had nothing to do with it. I have no idea what that was.
That blew me up.
See,
I didn't do that.
No, it's been more like NCR.
I saved you from the mutants, and then you guys come kill my guys.
I didn't kill you. I was shooting them. His crazy ass did something different. I can't speak for him. You know what I mean? I can't tell him to chill the fuck out.
By the way, I shot him before he threw the grenade in.
I think
the first time.
Multiple times. Oh.
Yeah. So technically, people that are in there.
How long does it take? Hey, shoot me right side! Right side!
How many times do I gotta hit your fucking plate, bro? Bro, come on, man. Watch out.
I forgot your name, but you're with Amanda, right? Yeah.
You don't even know where to look.
He's like,
You guys find anything interesting?
oh yeah, I've caused problems.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I keep this around.
Dude, no. See the kid standing right there at the flannel shirt? He's looking around, looking like.
See, the best part about this right here.
What's going on?
All the Russians. The best part about this right here is
So that was a replay, you know.
I know. I realized it way too late. But I'm going to solve that problem by just deleting it off the video farm here, if you would.
Just delete it off the internet.
You see the end of that last video where like everybody's running? That's sort of like some of the chaos I started because people are looking around like, who's shooting from where? And then firing just starts going everywhere.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry. Somebody asked me for something. I didn't give it to them. So, like I said, Revelations 11 had a blast. Can't wait to do it again. Hopefully next time we'll have a bigger faction together and all that. To have a badass time. I also want to point something else out. I want to point out my Joker drive that came from Preston Apparel. He made me like that little thing back at the Syndicate 1. And I totally did not boost it up as much as I should have. What's up, Sam? Thank you very much. Sam was one of my partners in crime during this. And it was funny because there would be times where I shoot people, and he'd run out and grab them and bring them back in so they could be medics. It was freaking hilarious. Because even Sam didn't know what the hell I was doing. Oh. So... it's now that part of the stream where we start talking about other things. So, coming off of Rev, I wanted to talk a little bit about Geiger lands. Yes, sir.
I am 61 inches. Brandon asked. I thought I would answer. Brandon asked. I thought I would answer. I was asked, how tall am I for real? On my Match.com profile, I was 65 inches. That was a lie. Yep. That was an absolute.
Laying down.
5'4", 5'5".
For those of you who can't do the math, he is 5'4".
Because, listen, on paper, I don't come off as a real catch. Just so you know. Okay? At the time,
in person.
At the time when I met Carrie, 44 years old, divorced twice, single dad, 5'1", that all sounds yummy. No.
That's catch and release.
Right. If I wasn't so clingy, they could.
Man, you are clingy too. Hey, but at least you stopped using chloroform this time.
Listen.
It's not broken, don't fix it.
My favorite pickup line is, excuse me.
Can you pick me up?
Does this rag smell like ether?
Oh.
I almost got fired. So I used to work in a soap shop, custom soaps. I changed one of the labels to say chloroform. And we kept a tally of how many people would smell it. To this day, I will never forget this old guy grabs it deep and goes, no, it doesn't, and puts it back on the shelf.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
So there was with Florida laws when it comes or rules when it comes down to unemployment, right? You cannot get unemployment if you quit. You don't get unemployment if you get fired. And a lot of times, if you're getting fired for saying something inappropriate, you can always argue it was not just cause. You know that you just got fired, and a lot of things do. So I wanted to get fired and take a couple of week vacation and just get some unemployment while I waited for while I got a new job. So I decided while I was working at this company to make up the biggest lines of bullshit and insulted customers to see how long it took for me to get fired. I got a promotion. I got paid more. I got a bonus because I stopped catering to the customers and just started saying, "No, you're just going to take this and like it." And the guy goes, "Excuse you?" I was like, "What do you mean, excuse you? You're either going to take it and like it or you're going to get off my line." Next. And he's like, "I'll take it."
Well, I work for Verizon Fios.
Go ahead.
No, I worked for Verizon Fios. I tried the same thing, and it didn't work. Apparently my performance reviews went up. I used to tell customers all the time the problem exists between the chair and the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
And like the stupidest things in the world, people who, and I would no qualms about being blunt. And my boss listened to every phone call, and they eventually put me on to a tier 3 because of my efficiency.
Yeah, I couldn't get fired. It took me 6 months to get fired. I finally had to sleep with the boss's wife.
Ew.
That's not a lie.
You had to? It's like you're like, well, this is my last resort. This old goat.
It was. Oh my God, it was. There was that discussion going around because people are like, "How can you say that the customers are getting away with it?" I was like, "I don't know. I've been getting away with it for 6 months." One of the guys joked around and says, "Why don't you just sleep with his wife? I'm sure that'll get you fired." I was like, "I'd do her.
I'll give it a shot."
Took me 2 weeks. Got in her pants. Went in and said, "By the way, I just screwed your wife." Yeah, funny. I was like, "Yeah, your bedroom looks like this, and this." I was gone by the end of the day.
All right, then. There's always that.
Just the jigging on. Anyways, all right, guys. So let's talk about some of the next fun things that are coming up. So, let's talk about Geiger lands. Virchew, I've not had a chance to really ask you this specifically. Oh, yeah, maybe I did. Did I ask you if you wanted to be the leader of the chaotic faction?
The chief.
The chaotic town.
Yes. Always.
The chaotic town. Yeah, so Geigerlands is going to be a Fallout themed event August 26th to the 28th in 2022. By the way, shameless plug coming up. Before we talk about that, I meant to do this like every hour or so. We want to let everybody know that next Tuesday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and ending Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is a 24-hour fundraiser to help us raise money for Damian for his gene therapy. We need to raise 22 and 22. We need to raise $22,000 in 2022. And the wife just came home, so she's in for some bad news. So we'll be doing a 24-hour live stream. There's going to be guns that are going to be raffled off and everything else. Come watch me as I pretty much just degrade on camera, going from happy and chipper to, is this shit over yet?
We should totally Among Us on stream.
We should. I have no issues with that. That'll be a hell of a lot of fun. Playing that is. It's a social deduction game.
What? I'm sorry?
Social deduction. Like, who's the bad guy? Because you have a traitor in your midst. Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Oh, the game I hate and despise.
Yeah.
Got it. Thanks. Okay.
You're not probably going to be on for all 24 hours there, Skippy. I'd give you one of my Rev coins if you did.
Braden, absolutely.
Brady goes, "Hey, Sing, can Outcast be your goons again?" There, guys, the tickets for that are up. For those of you that know about the promo code, the REVXI22, that is actually a really nice promo code for that event. Just saying. You can check it out. Let me see here.
You mean the event that's 10 months away?
Don't care. I got to sell tickets, don't I?
I mean, I wouldn't mind selling some too, but, you know, sorry.
You can't sell any because you don't have a goddamn link up.
Okay.
As I was saying.
I'll drink to that.
Here's the link to Geiger Lands, folks, with a nice little discount as well from Players Wanted Airsoft. We'll promote it 200%. This event's going to be a lot of fun. One of the key things that's going to be different than a lot of the others, you actually get to sleep on. You could camp out on the grounds on the AO. You could take over cell blocks for your particular enclave, faction, settlement, whatever you want. So you could actually control it. You could somewhat control who could sleep in there and who can't. We're probably going to be so. You could bring air mattress and everything else. At the end of each day, at I think it's 6 or 7 o'clock, wherever the index is, there's going to be a mass casualty event. So, and the reason why we're going to have that mass casualty event is so that way everybody can bring their guns off the field. There will not be a gun, any sort of airsoft projectile firing weapon that can fire any sort of projectile, including Nerf guns, on the field after index is called. So once index is called, everybody brings their guns out, puts them out in their cars. Then you go get food, whatever, go back on, camp on site. The boffer weapons will still be allowed, so people want to mess around and all that, just be careful. I'm sure still some negotiating and some other stuff's going to be going on, although it's not official gameplay. We're not going to stop people from doing events and trading caps and fun shit like that. So that's one thing I think is going to be a little bit unique about this is that essentially you can make it go 24 hours if you want. So that's it's going to be Fallout themed. Pretty much the buildings for camping are going to be Alpha, Charlie, Delta, Echo, and Building 1 are all in play for people to sleep in. 4, 5, and 6 are not to be slept in. We'll be giving out more information as more and more rules come into play, but it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So, Papa, you sound so excited to come do this event, aren't you?
You have something?
I'm not going to lie. I was half expecting him to shoot out his camera.
That would have been fantastic.
That would have been awesome, except there's no BBs in this thing. And I don't even think it's sending air through, to be honest with you.
But yeah, since we are allowed to camp, I have 2 questions that have already been asked to me about the event. Are we going to allow Sharpie kills? And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Think it over. Get back to me.
I'm gonna say
the other thing is, can I bring a generator?
Yeah, I believe we'll allow generators onto the field, but only for after hours stuff.
Sweet, I'm totally opening. That's opening up a dance club at night for caps.
Oh, so you're taking over Echo then, huh?
Yep.
You can have Echo. I'll give you Echo. Because that'll be farther from the other like sediment buildings, essentially. So Sharpie is such a hard thing to get off a skin. I would say dry erase marker instead of dry erase kills, sure. But Sharpie, whew, that one's fierce. Just saying. So what do you got to say there, Papa?
About what?
You're just like quiet. You're not talking about it. We're on a topic you don't like.
I have nothing to say about it. What do you want me to say about it?
I don't know. Anything. I love putting you on the spot.
I'm not on the spot. It's another Fallout game, but I again another game I won't be attending. It's what do you want me to say about it?
I'm definitely not going to ask the chat to say should Papa go to this. 1, there's not enough watching, but 2, I don't want to use. I don't want to overuse that. Hey, look at everybody that wants you to come to this event.
Well, it won't work, but I mean, going out of town to play is a very rare thing for me to begin with, especially now. Trying to spend time with with the local airsoft community as much as possible while growing externally. Absolutely, I'd love to do that, but I have to take care of my local folks. You know, I can't go. That's why I can't go to Ohio on the 18th, or was it is it the 18th?
22nd,
whatever the hell that is. Because that's another one of my game days. We're already missing 3. Like, we're pushing out an extra week, so we're missing 3 weeks. So I can't go because we've got a game on the 8th, and then the next one will be 2 weeks later. I gotta be there for that. So
everybody say it with me. Boo.
Okay. I'll be too busy trying to promote my own game.
You mean you actually have the website up to take ticket sales by then?
It's up. It's all up.
But you can't do sales yet.
No, I don't want to do sales yet. You seem to miss that. I can do sales right now and put it on my website. I don't want
to. They're trying to buy us like 2 D-hops.
If you come up by 2 D-hops.
That's a win for you.
Why do you want me to stand up to see it?
By the way, Garcia, thank you very much for everybody you brought by the store on Friday. I'm glad your son likes the micro gun. Garcia brought a whole ton of people down, told everybody he knew about it, and the store was flooded all day. Like 11:45 for the first customer to the group came in, and at one point there was I think 21 people inside the store at one time. So,
there you go, Garcia, just for you. Actually, a question just came through about my son that I would like to address. Because some people have been asking if my son likes to play airsoft. My son would love to play airsoft. He's actually looking for the day for when Make-A-Wish comes through with the action track chair, because then he'll have a tracked wheelchair that he can go out on the field. Once we have that action track chair, Greg's really going to hate it because he has to make the head targeting system in a way to shoot a gun from his chair. You never should have promised that boy that.
I don't mind it. It's a wonderful challenge. I look forward to it.
So yeah, we really want to. He really wants to go out there. He wants to play. He wants to have a good time and all that. It's just that's one reason why we have Battle Bus Adventures. So for those of you never seen this before, it's first time tuning in. We have battlebusadventures.com. We help people with limited mobility play airsoft. So we have the battle bus, we have the battle bug, we have the gun truck, and we try to really help people, anybody that's mobility limited, play airsoft. Like at the Syndicate 2, we have somebody that's going to be riding around, at least on one side of the bus, that is has spinal bifida. So he'll be able to be not only playing on the field, but also being a decisive factor on the field in some cases. The other one is probably Steve Tom is probably going to take the other gunner seat because of he might not be able to be up for it to play, to be able to fully be able to play and enjoy the airsoft arena because of his lungs are still recovering from COVID. So we're glad he's back home. We're glad he's safe and happy and all that. But yeah. So it's actually so that answers the question about my son and all that. When it comes down to it, our main mission is to help as many people, and I think everybody that's on this channel right now that's hosting or special guesting and all that, all want people of every size, shape, color, sex, or playability to be able to play. So I don't think
and height.
Yeah, you heightest.
You know, I really wasn't trying to bring up the height factor again, okay? I just wasn't.
Then why'd you stand up? Show off?
Oh, no.
Never. No, blame it on somebody else like you always do. Come in. Keep deflecting. Wearing clothing that makes you look even taller than you are. No, I get it. Here, let me stop faking it. I gotta put my chair back where it belongs. By all means. Nope. That's right. I'll just be down here. Yep. Okay, Wolfman, dig in. Go on, go for it. You've been quiet for a while. I saw the Hobbit comment before. Go for it.
Oh, damn.
You know, I was not trying to be on the whole height thing because look, let's talk about that for a little bit. All right, guys. We all know Greg's short. We all know I'm fat. We all know Sin has a black mohawk. We don't need this constantly pointed out to us.
Why does his mohawk got to be black? Why can't it just be a mohawk?
Because it's black. If it was red, I would say he has a red mohawk. It's there. You know, just like Bulldog is old or Wiener like
is older.
Softball women that play softball and shit.
What?
I was trying not to say. I really didn't want him to sound like he's a creepy old man by saying that. You know,
well, he is.
Softball girls. Hey, they're overage.
I'm the one with the compressed vertebrae. You're the one without a spine. I don't understand. Say what you feel, man.
I don't want my friend to be labeled as a pedophile. I'm saying exactly what I feel.
He's not a pedophile. He's a creepy old man. He's black. I'm short. You're fat. Say it. Who gives a shit? Don't label his hair. You're gonna label somebody. Label him. Damn.
It's his hair. It's his freaking mohawk. Wait. Speaking of which, Damian, come here. Damian, come here.
Are you bringing your son on screen so we can make fun of him? That's rude. That's wrong. That's abusive. Don't put him on display for everybody to see. Don't do that.
Come here. He will run you over with his action tracks here. I'm telling you what. Come here, bud. Come here. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Listen, if you're putting him on the stage, I'm just saying, don't put him on the stage. He knows me by now, I'm sure.
Come on, you come closer.
Way to put the kid on this.
No, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to show that Damian's actually taller than I am, and he's in a chair. I don't appreciate that.
That's definitely the.
I don't appreciate that.
So say hi to everybody, Damian. I was just pointing out his hair. You know, like my son's fox haircut. You know. Fake haircut, like fake mohawk. I mean, it's like, what happened? Did you get a fight with a razor in the Razor 1?
You did. Okay, I'm just making sure. I heard.
Yeah,
I heard the right way.
Yeah. Don't listen to them, kid. Rock the mohawk.
It's okay. So, do you want to play airsoft?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to play airsoft.
What is your main motivation for playing airsoft?
I'm condescending to drink straight from the bottle now. Wow.
All right. Are you looking forward to your action track here?
Yes.
And who's going to be turning into a tank?
You. Oh.
Who?
I can't hear a single thing you're saying. So, Papa has to make you a pretty badass tank, right? Now, you know that with you sitting down in that chair that you're taller than Papa?
I am.
All right, bud. You can go back to Kelsey. Oh. I'm just pointing out the fact that the kid has a fox mohawk.
Twice.
Huh?
Twice he's done it. Twice.
Fox?
Word is foe.
It's foe.
He says fox. Fuck you both.
Then correct him.
You're an adult.
And I don't think he does because you mispronounce shit all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I call you tall.
Like when you order scrimps for dinner.
Scrimps. What? You're from Florida. How the fuck do you do that?
Order scrimps. Oh God, there's some of the. I don't order scrimps, by the way. I say
whatever. Listen, just do your thing.
Anyway, so Papa and like shit happening and going down. I'm actually scheduling booking Florida SuperCon just so I can come visit Papa at his shop.
Oh,
when's SuperCon? And I assume it's in
off the top of my head.
It might be July 4th weekend. Hold on.
It was last time I did it. But I just ever come back to this show without a legitimate excuse, and well, now I have one.
When was the last time you did it?
And I appreciate that, and I'm sorry to put you through all that pain.
Like 2010, I want to say.
It's actually May 20th through the 22nd.
Well, then you'd be down here to be near my birthday.
Cool.
Well, SuperCon is no longer.
Let me explain. There's the dates, May 20th, 22nd. But like literally how our staff works here is they say, hey, you want to do a show state? I say, doing anything else? They say no. I say, I like money. They asked me about Florida SuperCon, and I immediately went, hell no. And wait, it's in Florida? Yes, I'll do Florida. And they all stared at me like I was crazy.
Well, Florida SuperCon is no longer run by Mike Broder. It is now run by Reed Pop.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I have an agreement. I do every Reed Pop show.
Okay. Yeah, I got to contact them to see if they want me to bring the battle bus down.
Contact me after they give you a phone number.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like for another year, I want to say, before Mike Broder can have another South Florida show again. What are you looking at, Papa?
Who knows?
Intent.
Something that didn't come in. I just realized that something didn't come in. Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm planning on coming down a couple of days early so I actually have time to hang out before Convention Madness starts.
Wait, are you not able to come down? Are you not able to come down for North for South?
I don't think so. I have to check with the girl on my schedule. There's something. I'm like across the country.
Smurf.
Like, I am not joking. There are some weekends where they have to write the city and stem on a piece of duct tape and put it on the floor.
Smurf, that is February 26th. How close are you to Bradenton, Papa? I want to say about an hour away.
Oh, an hour and change, yeah.
Due south on 75.
Yep.
Hey, look, I know that one.
Easy to make.
Let's see here. Yeah, for Florida SuperCon, I mean, hell, I would run the gaming booth again if I could. It's just a matter of they wanted like $900 nut out of me last time, and I'm like, I can't afford that right now. But I usually do good at SuperCon, especially since it's in my backyard.
Crazy show. Like, don't get me wrong, we make good money there, but like the people are just above and beyond weird.
Yeah. We have a really unique cosplay element down here.
Yep. I had to ask the girl once there, when does it become just a belt and no longer?
The biggest problem with North versus South is that we have to be in Cleveland the Wednesday after. That's not that hard. That's 4 days.
That hard. Yeah. It's only a 1-day event. Saturday. That's it.
Get in Friday, leave Saturday, or leave Sunday.
I'll talk to everybody when I'm...
No, that's where you counter argue with him, Sin, and go, what? You're not coming up to the swap meet? What the hell? What, you want me to come to your North versus South?
That's really the argument.
That damn straight. That's the argument. That's the argument. I'm sticking to it.
See, no, the way you have to look at it my way. If I come to North versus South, then I have moral high ground the next time he doesn't want to come up.
There you go. See, that's how you argue. But you have to be talking to somebody with morals.
Morals.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Lose again.
No, it might be doable. I have to bring somebody. Yeah, I'm the board of directors for a convention up here, and I'm running ops for the whole weekend.
On that weekend, on North or South that weekend?
The weekend after. I run operations for.
Damn.
For where?
It's Cleveland Concoctions, the convention. But I run operations for the weekend, so.
Okay. I was just wondering what con it was.
Wow.
Because I know.
Well, Wolfman, I am more disappointed by the quality of that joke than the content of that joke.
Yeah.
Like, there was no effort put into that at all.
He's been. That's why I wasn't acknowledging. He's been reaching for the past 10 minutes.
Dredging the bottom of the barrel.
See, and that is the part. Well, somebody has to, because Papa can't reach down there. Something along those lines. I've already made the joke about me falling in the washing machine, though. Got to be original. It's original or funny. Otherwise, don't say it.
So Dee just sent me a message saying, "Hey, I resemble that remark, being the weird ass cosplayers down here." But Dee, you do Ren fairs, not so much Comic Cons. So yeah,
2 Ren fairs
really
too. I have 2 Ren fairs. I do 2 Ren fairs. I got Festival, and then I have the Southern Ohio Renaissance Festival. So I've seen all shades of weird, and by far that part of Florida takes the cake.
Yeah, because we inherit. First off, it's Florida. We're already crazy. Second off, we inherit other people's crazy because crazy attracts crazy. So, and then you push it all together in South Miami, hit a blender, and then throw it inside of the Miami Convention Center, and there's SuperCon.
Yeah, pretty much. Convention where somebody offered me their wife in trade for artwork.
Well, my funniest story is always when it comes down to a con is probably still going to be up in at Galaxy Con in Minneapolis, where I traded a lady a $15 game for her prosthetic leg. Yep. I held that leg hostage for 3 days, and then I gave it back. Because even I don't feel comfortable holding out to a $20,000 prosthetic for a $15 game. I could probably make it up there for that if it's the weekend after. See, I'll make the drive.
You don't have a life.
You shut the hell up, okay? I've got 2 cars for tattoos. Oh man. By the way, that link I just posted up there, everybody, if you're looking for the event for North vs. South 2, there's the link to the event. Can't buy tickets yet, but you'll be able to a little bit later on.
Let me get and entice everybody to make it. Joker won't be at the event, so get your tickets now while you still can. I'm gonna put them up. See how many people will buy of knowing that you won't be there.
But everybody loves me, or they love to shoot me. When will
tickets will be available next week, Gabe? Next week. We did it on purpose, contrary to Joker's statements. We did it on purpose to try to allow the local community time, try to allow A.T.E
to build up
venue space, let them get as much information out as possible about their upcoming event, which since it's before ours, get everybody there to that one. And then next week we're going to go ahead and present tickets. Right now, we have the event posted, so you can go. You can read the rule set that you won't read, and we will have we'll have tickets all posted up. I did get asked a question. Press passes are free. We are not charging for any kind of press pass. The only thing we need is that you must provide photos back to the event page. That's it.
All right. And if you guys are wondering where tickets are for ATE, for ATE's event, it is right here. There you go.
Punctuation and capitalization is all free. You feel free to use them at any time so people can understand what you're saying.
Who, me?
No, not you, Wolfman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I prefer Papa and Wiener. Joker is a bonus. I'm always a bonus. Anyways, there's AT's event, so guys, get your tickets before those prices jump up as well. I am going to be the civilian CO, which I guess I should probably comment inside the group a little bit about what my plans are and all that stuff for the event. Did you finally agree or disagree there, Papa?
I agree.
That? All right, and then I have an EXO here. My partner in crime here is going to be my EXO for the event.
Somebody's got to lead. Somebody's got to lead the folks.
Because Joker's going to be around somewhere through a wall.
There you go. He's a QRF CO.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep running around. I'm going to turn my radio off, just run around. They're going to have a hard-ass time finding me to capture me. Yeah, I was going to give our complete leadership strategy on a live stream that people could go back through and say, oh, they're going to do this, 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 and this. That is great. No, we shall not do that, sir. Oh, man. No, I'm really... Huh?
Nothing.
Did I, though? Did I?
Pretty much.
Did I? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave from the parking lot. I'll just fly a drone overhead and just have the drone going. I was like, all right, squad A, move here. Squad B, move there. Are you safe, Joker? I was like, yeah, I don't need a bodyguard. Why not? Because I'm in the fucking parking lot. I'll pull an America 10. I'll pull an America 10 where I'm in the parking lot. And all of a sudden, they hear the gas alarms going off. And I'm like, kill the mechanic. The mechanic sabotaged the town. And
dude, it's right up there with the CO. We had a CO at Bad Blood one year who literally pulled her onto the field in a grill and never left that spot the entire fucking weekend.
That's one way to do it.
That's another event I'm looking forward to. They got to announce Bad Blood 2022. I can't wait.
It's like, as far as I know, the announcement's coming at another meeting.
What team should you be on? Where do you live?
Colorado.
Then he's a sympathizer. He can choose whatever team he wants.
For what event is he talking about, though, is the other question. What? Oh, shit. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll say specifics.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about North versus South since we were talking about it. You're what's referred to as a sympathizer. You get to choose whichever side you want to be on. As it stands right now, I don't know. I can't tell you the sides are going to be even because it's 0 versus 0. I know that the South is definitely going to come with. Thank you, Garcia. Sin and I both agree that this is a much better stream now. I know that the Southern General, which is Laz from Tryhards, I know for a fact that he's bringing that coming with the Tryhards is the entire Tryhard team as well as Dade County Milsim. I know I think there's 2 other teams that actually come with him, and they make up like 70 players, just those guys. So And then with the North, you've got Alex Fallon, who is Skywalker from Echo 4. He's a Northern General. And with him definitely comes all of Echo 4 and probably the majority of the folks that play at Black Tiger. So you've got that going on. I would say, although no tickets have sold as of yet, it's still even with the base player correction, with the amount of people from the player base. So I've been getting. Can't even.
Yeah, you can't. You're broken out. Sorry, I had to walk away to the computer real quick, guys. That was my bad. I had to address something real quick. So I caught a trash panda last night and had to go release him. Just saying, because I'm trying to hit that button.
Hang on.
I mean, Wolfman's from Colorado. He could have gave you a good recipe for that.
I need do me a favor, Joker. Post this.
Yes.
Post this for me. That's the Wolfman. Just post that for me if you would, please. That's my Christmas present to you, Wolfman.
Oh.
Anyway. So I think we broke sin.
That one broke me too, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh god.
Let's see. I need to. Did Sin die? Is that what happened?
Wait, no. No.
Thank you,
okay.
sir. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And after that link, Wolfman, you might need this link. Just saying. Wolfman,
I will not be on a team.
He's not going to be playing because he's running the event.
Right.
So, but
yeah, my event, I host it, so I will not be playing.
Brainerd!
There he is. There he is.
He said he would be jumping in as soon as he could.
He's better off just use the emojis. Don't use words. Letters and words are not your friend. Just keep using the emojis.
That works out much better there, Wolfman.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, that was funny.
Oh, God. Still in the parking lot.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I got Bagwell King right now.
Oh, my Lord.
You had me on Facebook picture.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do all that. Hey, guys.
2 hours and 19 minutes, Greg breaks the stream. Congratulations, sir.
Last week, we talked a little bit about off stream. We talked a little bit about wanting to do.
We're not allowed to talk about that, man. What stays in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Come on.
You got a little there. We talked about a. Is it though? About like a tech corner, and I think we had an impromptu tech corner last week, and I think it went pretty well. And I wanted to put, what's that?
Have at it. I got to eat.
It's been 8.5 minutes since your last meal, so stuff it in.
The dog ate my dinner, Greg.
It's okay. You could have missed one. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to see if everybody enjoyed it. I wanted if everybody enjoyed it, if it was worth having, if we should continue that forward. If anybody has any questions about any guns in particular, any equipment, any gear, if you have a problem with something that you want advice on, anything of the sort. Otherwise, we're going to just go off on our own tangents. It's bulking season. I think that means something different to you than it does to Joker, Andrew.
Shut up. All right, Jim, you have a good night.
Take care, buddy.
It was nice meeting you. It's nice playing with you. Nice pegging you ass a few times.
Oh, God. Please, somebody snip that and put it on your soundboard.
Right about this time, every single stream, the stream starts to go a little south. I can only imagine what's going to happen next week on a 24-hour long stream. Holy shit. Go ahead and start talking about some techie stuff. So you might as well end the stream with that.
Anybody got any questions? Come on, Ed.
Yeah, it would be easiest for that. I mean, we covered a ton of stuff last week. We kind of
what's wrong with my MP9?
It's an MP9. That's what's wrong with it. It's probably a broken trigger bar, something of the sort. It doesn't, when charged, it actually doesn't pull the trigger back. So there's no release of the bolt. That's it. So it's probably got a broken trigger bar. And so south it goes. So
it's going so south it goes north.
Oh, I thought, he came in right after Wolfman. I thought Wolfman infected him somehow.
There you go.
Yes.
Up barrel into it. Yes.
Yes.
I guess we just found a gun that Virchew doesn't like.
No.
He goes, but yeah, see?
What?
You just had to.
I don't know what ESG is though. I don't have. What is the ESG? Did you mean ASG? The answer is still yes, because it starts its life off as an AEG. It's got an AEG barrel, so yes, we can put that in. Yeah.
I would say it depends which one he got. If it's the HPA or that's freaking AEG out of the box.
Why do they use a different gearbox to put the engine in?
The HPA one uses an AK nozzle, and it makes it weird with the hop unit.
Got it. Okay, so well,
for something like that, go tan.
You could still
for those. I mean, go ahead.
I said Wolfman tan, so because he was asking about what color.
Anything that has any kind of odd hop up and or nozzle configuration, I usually use the factory ones, because truth be told, unless something changes in your energy transfer, which in an HPA it doesn't, so it doesn't matter. AEGs is really where that matters. AEGs or spring snipers, the actual impact of the piston onto the cylinder head, etc., can cause issues. I think I said this. I might have said this last stream. I actually spiral fractured more than one hop up in a. It would be a G30, essentially a G36, the MTC3, and it's if you don't have to change the hop up, then I don't change the hop up. There's no, how do I say this without people losing their shit? The only advantage in changing hop up is if you have a high impact build and a plastic hop up, a polymer hop up, it's probably best to change it to a CNC. If you already have a CNC or you don't have a high impact build, there's really no need because you're not flexing that much. You're gonna get a good enough seal. The bucking's gonna seal fine. The patch is gonna help seal the rest of the barrel. All that's gonna be fine. So, and Sim, by all means, disagree with me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not. The only difference is if you have an F2, Bull Gear now makes a hop up nozzle all-in-one that screws right onto the front of the F2 nozzle housing, and it screws right on. It's an all-in-one piece, and then you put your barrel in so everything stays perfectly aligned.
Nice.
If you're running an F2, amend them. It gives you perfect alignment. Your AOE is spot on, and the air seal is literally the best thing I've seen come out of an HPA engine because there's no nozzle retraction. Everything goes straight to the hop up.
Tell me something. Why is Bull Gear? Why are they so expensive? Is it really worth, like, everything they have is so expensive, comparatively speaking? I don't have much experience with them.
Comparatively speaking, I don't know why, but I will say this. They feel their big shtick is they found a problem that people didn't know existed, and they're filling in those gaps. Like for the F2 nozzle all-in-one unit was not, we figured out other ways of fixing the problems that causes. And they went, let's just eliminate the problem. It's like the Bull Gear 249 hop-up units. If you've ever had to deal with like a regular 249 unit, like any of the metal ones or even the crappy plastic ones, always that bit of wiggle room inside the gearbox when you're screwing around with it because of how 249 are built. But with the Bull Gear one, they added these two spacer screws on the side that, and I don't think it justifies the price. It doesn't justify the price. But if that's the problem you want to work around for, like even my wholesale on them is freaking retarded. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why they're expensive. I think it's kind of like the Apple product of airsoft at this point, paying because it says Bull Gear.
I see them popping up more and more lately, and I see their price. You know, like I used to complain. I would look and see different companies come out with different things, and I would really do the research to see if the price was justified. Siege Tech was like the first one I ever saw. And honestly, they're worth the money if you don't ever want your gears to ever under any circumstances break, right? Spend that money.
It's dependent on the build.
Yeah, it's the Siege Tech gears. You power a locomotive with those things. They're phenomenal, but that doesn't have to go in every single build, and I've seen plenty of other gear companies do almost as well. If almost as well isn't good enough for you, then Siege Tech is absolutely 100% the best way to go. If almost as good is good enough for you, then which 90% of people out there it actually is. You know, if you've got a DSG that's shooting 45 rounds per second at above 1 joule, then yeah, you're gonna want Siege Tech gears. You're pulling back, you know, every bit of a 170 spring.
Yeah, my general recognition for those is literally I wait. If I have a guy that comes in with a gun for the third time because you're in the gearbox, I go, all right, we're gonna go to Siege Tech because apparently you're doing some black magic to this gun.
Is the AEG Scorpion Evo a good gun, or did I fuck up in buying one? Yes, you fucked up in buying one.
Are you?
No.
What? Oh. No. Hang on.
What?
Wait, Sin, you want
using it for? Yeah. No, you go ahead.
Hey, Callie, you agree with me? Raise your paw if you do.
So look, my opinion about it, and these are all opinions. There's some facts.
I'm just messing around. I just don't like the Evo build, to be honest with you.
I look at the ASG Scorpions, kind of the same as I do like the Avalons. Right, the Avalanches. the guns are built in such a way that you don't ever really have to do anything to them. They've put everything in them that needs to be there, and they didn't really skimp on anything. That being said, Scorpions are a very specific gun. Everything about them is very specific, and if you're buying it as an SMG, you actually have to detune it. But they're phenomenal guns. In my opinion, they're phenomenal guns.
Platform for what it is absolutely it. If you want a closer CQB gun to get down and dirty with, it's perfect. But he's right. You do have to do it down because out of the box, they shoot weights you consider an SMG. I don't know why, but that's just how they ship them. Again, if you want to buy a gun, leave it alone and not deal with it. It's a great gun. If you want to min-max your gun, don't fucking waste your money. Get something that's cheaper that you can fiddle with. Yeah, cheap.
I just got in another the carbine, and I just got in the E-Tac or A-Tech. I don't know which honest to God, probably one of the most comfortable feeling guns I've ever held. I don't know if you held one with all the ergo stuff on it.
Yeah,
super crazy.
I just want the hardware.
Comfortable. It's super crazy comfortable. But that one I sell for $435. I sell the carbine for $450. You bought it for over $500. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you got some great prices because retail wise, I haven't found them that cheap.
Really?
The Evos.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I always seen was that the Evos were really high priced, and I'm like, wow. And especially when I have a couple of my buddies putting in the batteries in them, things are a bitch to put in, like to change out the battery and all that. So if you're playing all day with a Scorpion Evo and your battery's going to die, well, have fun changing that battery fast.
Well, most people I know they rewire them so they can put on the fake pack box with the battery in it, just to get a bit more oomph out of it.
Yeah, the problem isn't like the internet. It's seating the battery because it's a single pin or a screw off to get the front end off. But beyond that, it's actually it's like it's more difficult, but similar to an MP5. Like the SD or the Navy, you got to take the front end, seat the battery, kind of feed it back on, wheel it on. Guys got me thinking now.
Yeah, no, that's why I recommend just getting the pack box, slapping the pack box on the side, your battery external. It's just quicker to change out. But despite Joker cynicism, the gun itself, again, if you're not going to tinker with it, if you just want a gun to do the job, it's great.
And I look, I always say it every single time whenever we talk about guns. What gun is good? What gun is bad? Blah 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 blah. I say it every single time. The gun that is good is the gun that you like the feel of and everything else. I mean, because all the internals can be replaced. They could always be redone. It might be costly to replace some of them. Like if you get a freaking Crytek and they have to be dremeled out to high hell, that's a different story. But,
No, I was agreeing.
Yeah. But I mean, the reality is, like, I love the PCC9. I love the platform. I love the way it builds. I love the way I run with it and everything else. Some people don't like working on them because of the way they go there. Or you find out the pain in the ass thing that Max Pro hop-ups don't fucking fit and they don't work. So then now it's the next aspect of, okay, if that doesn't work, what do we put in there? I'll pull it up. Hold on.
Actually, Wolfman, I can for you. If you need the Valken Lipos or the Valken Li Ions.
Oh, Papa, of course, walks away just when I go to show him something.
That's fine. Well, the major difference between the Titans is that they're Li Ions versus a Lipo. The Li Ions actually have a chip in them that prevents them from running to zero or going boom. And the Lipos don't. Also, the battery capacity versus Li versus Lipo. Most Li Ions, it's almost double, if not more, the capacity of kin.
Jesus Christ, can you put anything else on that gun, Jay?
Although you'll always get a lower C rating from the lithium ion versus the lithium polymers. If
You'll always
that
get a
doesn't
slower
matter
discharge
to you,
rate.
yeah, it's lithium ions will last you
they'll-
forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and you get the same voltage. And the only thing I've seen right now, honestly, is the lithium ions have a hard time fitting in the stock of the new G&Gs.
If you go with the Titan light ions, yes. Falcon actually has some light ions that fit perfectly.
Really?
But again,
I think that's because
you're
Go ahead.
we found this out at our shop because we have both. But I think Falcon has determined that they're going to vary their shapes and package sizes on batteries is to not compete with the Titan brand. So if the Titan won't fit, I can almost guarantee one of the Falcon ones will.
Huh.
But I think that with version 8 or version 9, whatever version there are now with the Titan batteries, they actually gotten bigger than they were before.
Yep.
Yeah, they made their batteries fatter. So that's really not the gate. That's really not G&G's problem. That is a problem of Gate Titan or Titan batteries increasing the size of their freaking batteries.
I'm not well. Yes and no. So old G&Gs fit. We'll still fit those. Lance Tactical. Most other guns. They and don't get me wrong. They did a phenomenal job. The feel of especially the whole ASR line. ASR. God, I'm tired. SR line. They made it literally about a millimeter too thin, so they don't fit. The older lines.
Is that the one that has the rotating stock?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, those stocks have a little bit of a problem with the Titan batteries after version 7 because the Titan batteries got a slight bit bigger. So I actually had to Dremel out the compartments inside of my stock. Now, look, I don't know a lot about teching. I do know about that because what do I have? A shit ton of G&Gs.
Yeah, so Titan actually they increased discharge rating, and to do that, they made the battery cells themselves beefy. Will a MOSFET help or decrease the battery life as well as Dean's connector?
Dean's is going to get a better Dean's is going to get a better efficiency with a Dean's over Tamiya connection. MOSFET helps or decrease the battery life. Well, if you leave it plugged in and hang it up on your wall, hell
definitely
no.
decrease the battery life. Yes.
Like every time I called Greg, it's like, hey, do me a favor real quick.
Unplug that battery.
Go into Goldie real quick and tell me if there's a battery in the back. Yep. Is it alive? Nope.
Never, ever. If they tell you the gun is invincible, if they tell you it's got some magic cutoff switch, don't leave a battery in the gun.
Nope.
You only do that if there's a Kythera engine in it.
Especially if it's got a MOSFET. MOSFETs always pull a certain draw. Very, very small, but they pull a certain draw because they're always reading the battery. That's the design. So if you leave it in, it's going to continue to draw. Keep it in your mind. I'm done playing. I should charge my battery. Don't think about disconnecting it. Just I'm done playing. I should charge my battery. You will always disconnect it then. And as far as the Dean's versus Tamiya argument, Dean's is better because it has a better clip. It has a better connection. There is no chance for wobble and arc. That's it. It's got less resistance. Less resistance, less resistance. Yeah. No chance for arc. You'll never see an arcing happen through electrical transfer and a Dean's connector. That's it.
Jay, that's going to have to get custom made. I've had to deal with this already. It's because of the way the triggers are set in Evo. They actually have they're milled.
Oh God. No, I can't. That's yeah. Sorry.
Dude,
There are some that I won't. That's that's like asking to put a gate titan. Well, yeah, it's like asking to put a gate titan in a Crytek, right? Yeah, I guess I can put a gate, not a titan. I'll put I can do. I'm not willing to mill a gearbox anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I'll put a gate Aster in a Crytek.
That's what they're saying, Wolfman. Better get a Dean's connection. What is a MOSFET?
Originally or in Airsoft?
An Airsoft.
Yeah, MOSFET it manages your electricity. So in Airsoft, it regulates the electricity, leaving the battery going to the rest of the gun. The easiest way. It makes the electricity more efficient, keeps it balanced from overcharge, etc.
Yeah, dude, I've had to pull those. We've gone through like 18 different 3D print models on triggers those, and the problem is it's so precisely what I would have to charge for those triggers isn't worth it.
That is not that's the full draw.
Yeah.
That's not a huge draw.
And if you go too far, you'll actually snap one of the springs they put in it.
Yeah, that's that. No such thing as dumb question, Wolfman. Except for when you ask how tall am I.
Why'd you poke that bear again? He was behaving so well.
No such thing as a dumb question. This is I don't know. I don't want to speak for Sin, but for me, I said this the other day to somebody in my shop, and I keep saying it now. Is I would rather people leave my shop empty-handed, informed, and happy than have them come in and buy something. Buying something's a bonus, absolutely, but I would rather them leave informed and happy.
That's why I put such a heavy emphasis. Like if you say that you're new to Airsoft and you catch me on a forum or whatever, and I'm going to Miami Airsoft or whatever, I will bring a bunch of guns for you to have an opportunity to feel a bunch of different types of guns, put them in your hands so that way you can see how things feel for you to make sure that you're getting the right gun for you. I bought 9 Airsoft guns before I found one I fell in love with, which was the PCC 9. And then now I own 4 of those.
Yeah, so at our next time of year, I have a bunch of parents coming in with a shopping list from Amazon or eBike or something else, and their kid wants this gun, and I say, is the kid with you? They say, yeah, here's a rental. Go get in this game. Come back and talk to me when you're done. Because I'm not having your parents spend this much money on something you're going to use. Or I get kids that come like, I want a sniper rifle. Is this your first gun? And they say, yes. I say, no. And then the parent is staring at me. Like, this is a horrible idea. You're going to waste your money.
I keep telling kids that all the time. Like, all these people, like, whenever I see these things, by the way, he said that look at that distance for that grip. It's like Florida, PA.
Hey, so Joker's heard me say this before. It could be a quote from you, Sin. I get people come in. We're looking at getting into Airsoft. Want to take a look around, want to buy some stuff. And I literally, my quote is, here's my bad sales pitch. Don't buy anything. I come out to the field, rent or borrow. I don't need your money. Rent or borrow. Come and play first. Play 3 times. After the 3rd time, you know if you're going to play this game or not. After that, then come buy. I've seen people spend $600-$700, play twice and never play again.
Yeah,
well,
it's like I talked about buying. Sorry. Good.
Sorry, no, I had recently when I was at the field, we had a parent come in. Their kid wanted a pistol, and it was the Jag Arms High Kappa. It was the cheap $60 one that's mostly plastic. And I was talking to the parent about it, and he says, well, I'll just run them. I said, I guarantee you none of his friends run these if they play here. And she's like, well, can you get it? I said, I can get it, and then I will be able to get you the report in 2 months. And she just looked at me like I was crazy. So I took her out to the field, and her son was there. And luckily I have a good core group who all took out their pistols and let the kids see them. And he's like, this is what I want. And I told her flat out, I cannot make that do that. We can start him on $180 with a reasonable price pistol, and we can get him to that point. And if I were you, I'd make him pay for those upgrades. Because this is a rabbit hole keep going further down. Well, she was like, well, no, I'm just going to get him this is the one he wants. I said, okay, we'll order it. Not even 2 weeks later, the gun's back broke. And she's giving me this look of don't say you told me so.
I love it when you tell a customer something like that. And it's like, hey, don't listen to me. It's like, you'll hear the I told you so. But there's like a lot of these forums, like when people go to North American Airsoft community and everything else, they talk about starting to get an airsoft and want to get a sniper, and it's like, no, you don't. And all these other people are like, oh, look, you're saying it again. I was like, he doesn't want a sniper. What he sees is he sees Swamp Sniper, Novrich, Kicking Mustang, Silo, all these other guys that make these great videos with a sniper thinking it's an easy game mode. And it's not.
And it's edited video. It's edited video.
Yeah. It's boring. It's not fun. It's literally you're sitting here doing nothing. Instead, if we're like most of the people, because I always ask them, I was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to sit there laying in one spot for 15, 20 minutes at a time and not see anybody? Or do you want to be out there shooting people and everything else? Or even better, what's your made field? Oh, I got this indoor arena. I was like, then why the hell are you running a sniper? That makes absolutely no sense because you're not going to be able to effectively snipe inside of an indoor arena because 9 times out of 10, if the gun is built right, it's going to be hitting too hard to begin with out of the box. So, yeah, no, we're not. No, just no. One of the things that was just shared with me that everybody does, if you guys are really interested in it, is that if you don't know the perfect gift to get your friends in this holiday season, go ahead and get themselves a gift card to Dead End Outfitters, so they could buy themselves the perfect D-Hop barrel, the best damn patch barrel on the market today.
All right, and there's a question in here. HPA as well as gearbox thoughts on Lilac's gearbox. That depends on the HPA engine you want to go.
Honestly, if you're putting an HPA engine in, then the cheapest, my opinion, cheapest gearbox you can find. There's as long as it's not you're not putting it with a Wraith stock, anything like that you need to cut, then you got to be careful. You got to cut the back of the gearbox off. Then you might want to know. That's why I designed my own. We actually, what I put inside our Spectre line is a custom designed gearbox. So that was the easiest way to handle that, was to put a custom designed gearbox in, so that it you don't have to cut it. It's a drop-in system now. But I prefer, for electro pneumatic, I prefer Wolverine. For mechanical pneumatic, I prefer Redline.
I cannot disagree.
Brainerd, you can. I want to hear what Hinson has to say, but I have to say, you can't be a sniper because you can't hide. There aren't trees big enough.
Oh, well, so Mark, I'm going to need you to repost that number to the burn center.
No, he's just a giant of a man, and he is.
Here you go, Brainerd.
He is the exact. He's the exact antithesis, opposite mirror image of me. He's so big, but he's an optical illusion. You're not really sure how big he is until you actually Like, get there.
I have to look up to him.
Yeah, when you go to shake his hand and he shakes your whole body, that's how big Brainerd is.
It's very rare where I turn to somebody who's like, all right, I hardly ever feel short. You, sir, make me feel short. Yeah.
But he's not, honestly, like, he's not a lumbersome, like a lumbering kind of big either. Like, that's why I said he's an optical illusion. You're not sure until he's up on you. You're like, fuck, I'm dead. Like, he's going to eat me. Or that's just me.
And to give him some other props, he was the only one at the Boneyard that gave me any sort of real challenge. That frickin' prick. He was the only one that gave me problems when I was running and gunning. Thanks for boosting my ego, guys. But I want to tell something funny.
By the way, that's the difference between being tall and short. As much as I just made fun of his ass, it boosted his ego. I'm going to go outside and play in traffic right now, though. It won't matter because you go right over me.
So I want to go back to like talking about, that moment when you tell customers that, all right, I'll see you in 2 months, or I told you so. And they turn around.
Hang on. Just real quick to Wolfman. I think Sin was agreeing as far as the HBA engines and all that.
Yeah, but if you want like a parts list, dude, we need to know what do you want the gun to do and what are you putting it in. It's not just these parts thrown in a body, like.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I at least have the gun in hand and say, okay, what do you want it to do? I want it to pew pew far and pew pew fast. Okay, well, you might not be able to do both unless you have a D-hop barrel, but besides that, listen to people that are somewhat in the know. When I used to, like, one of the last jobs I actually worked was the puppy place. One of my favorite times of year was this time of year because all the arrogant customers that would call in, jerk you around with all the comments of, I want to get the puppy, blah, blah, blah. And you tell them, move fast. If not, it could be sold. And I would tell them, I have 1,500 people that looked at this puppy today. I would suggest you move fast on it. And I cannot tell you how many times where the customer's like, okay, whatever. And they come back later on that day or the day after, and the puppy is gone. I had one lady that kept freaking haggling over price and everything else, and the breeder was not budging. It's Christmas time. They're not going to budge. She calls me back, and she goes, I'll think about it. So she calls me back 4 hours later, and I told her, I was like, hey, it's like 1,700 people looked at this puppy today. I would move fast. I know there's a lot of, the dog's cute, whatever. Okay, whatever. She calls me back. That puppy's sold. Looks at another puppy. Slightly more expensive by like $100. Breeder's not going to budge. Okay. I have to think about it. I was like, okay, well, this one, there's like 1,900 people looked at this puppy today. It's Christmas time. It's going to go fast. I don't believe you. Hangs up the phone. Puppy sold. Calls back a third time. Searching through. Finds a puppy. I'm not sure. Can you ask the breeder? I was like, look, this one is, again, 1,800 people look at this puppy. The breeder's not going to budge $100. I would just get it. No. I go call the breeder. She goes, oh, one of your other people just called to tell me that the puppy's been taken. So, and then I go back and I was like, ma'am, you're not going to believe this. Because each time I'm talking to her, I'm spending like 20, 30 minutes, talking about that one specific puppy. Finally, it's like the fourth one, like the fifth or sixth one she found. She goes, I'll take it. So I had to call the breeder immediately and do it. But long story short, listen to the people that are actually doing this, because a lot of times we're not saying it just to be, oh, look, told you so. It's told you so. I want a CQB 300 FPS that doesn't matter about
RPS.
I want to plan to make a custom M4 by buying an M4 body, stock, rails, etc. This will be a time build. No rush on completing it. Well, that's the other thing. Let me take this one, guys. Whenever you hear no rush on building it, every builder says, back of the line, bitch. They're not going to do anything until you start buying parts and getting it ordered. And the reason being is so many people do this and they're not ready. There's like 4 guns I know on Papa's wall that have the similar situation that happened. So if you're looking at getting a build done and you're going to get it, just get it done. Just say, sure, go for it and do it. So for 300 FPS and you don't matter about the you don't care about the RPMs?
RPS. You meant RPS.
I know what I memeant. Yeah.
You meant RPS.
Yeah, you probably, you may, I see some things in there real quick. 300 FPS, 350 FPS sounds like you're wanting
what size BB?
Something to be in an SMG. I'm assuming you're basing it off regular FPS of traditional 2.0, 0.20s. So you probably want to be 350, really closer to 330 is going to be your SMG. M4, are you planning on using this in a Milsim event? Because if you're using it in Milsim, then M4 doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to go RPS. You're not going to have any kind of RPS because it's going to be semi-auto only. If you're wanting it to be SMG class, then you got to put it in you can't put it in an M4 body. You got to put it in an SMG body.
I assume he means CQB and door.
I imagine that as well.
Are there fields up there that allow M4 under 350 to go full auto?
No.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Most fields up here.
Not, but he's in Colorado. But there's other fields that are across the country that allow full auto. Yeah. Like Battalion allows full auto sometimes. So no, for Milsim, okay. Well, if you're looking at doing so, I'll answer this one again. If you're looking at doing Milsim, most Milsim, well, you have to be under 1 joule, which is
not 1 joule, and it has to be pistol caliber.
Yeah, it cannot be M4. So I would say that you're better off, if anything, if you're looking for a CQB build, go with the ARP9, or if you can find one, a PCC9. Because then at least you can go
yeah.
Well, I mean
there's a lot. There's even right now, Classic Army's got. I just got a couple of them because they got some nice reviews. Classic Army's got the EXP or whatever that one is. I just got it in.
Yeah, Milsim's a whole other beast. There's so many rules that apply to Milsim.
There's a weird middle ground. The Vulcan ASL Romeo actually comes with a pistol caliber mag and an adapter that's removable so it can take M4 mags.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gutting it, if you're gutting it anyway and you want to be able to fill both holes, it's actually it's polymer body. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's a good middle ground.
But some of the polymers are strong as shit. Like the
while we have 1 minute left.
Hold on. Jay asked this question. I have no contractual obligations or restrictions to e-bike, except that I'd prefer to partake in my local airsoft stores.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
While we have the now no longer 1 minute left, without bashing or anything like that, I have not had good experience with Vulcan, with anything Vulcan. Literally anything I think we talked last time, except for the V12. Other than that, I have not had good luck, good exposure to anything Vulcan, BBs, batteries, or anything otherwise. I don't know your experience, but I've heard you mention it a couple times.
So Vulcan, they have a horrible reputation. They had a horrible reputation for many years. I think they finally got fed up. The ASL, their accelerated sports line, they started putting in features that a lot of high-end guns didn't have. Like they've got a budget gun. I think I retail it for like $210. That includes a MOSFET micro switch. And I ran one for a year and a half to the ground. I took it to Colorado for the Star Wars game. I beat the hell out of it, and it still performed great. The ASL line, outside of everything else they're doing, have yet to run into any issues with it as far as quality control and performance goes. Their BB and their regular batteries are crap. Their regular batteries are crap, but their Li-ions, they have their game on those, and they step game on their LiPo batteries. It's basically it's like they just took the budget from a bunch of other projects and pushed it forward into like a few areas. So again, the ASL line, like if you were coming up here, I'd pull one out and shit. It's ridiculous the stuff they put into these budget guns. And it's no more thin wall polymer. It's actually heavy duty polymer. They thought through a bunch of projects like the one, I believe it's the Romeo, it could be the Kilio, I can't remember, ASL line. But when P9 came out, they went, okay, we could do that with just an adapter. And they did it. So it comes with the adapter to the SMG mag, and it could put out any way you want. But they put a lot of effort into it. And then they came out with their alloy series, which is all their metal and heavy duty ones. There's some features in there that I found on a $500 gun.
Really?
Yeah, like seriously, look at some of the stuff. They've upped their game in certain categories. Don't get me wrong, in a lot of other places, they're still crap. But they've focused into this budget, yeah.
And yes, Vulcan is the one that has the Odin copy.
Yeah, they're not the only one. As much as I'd like to bash
it's called
they're not the only one.
I sell both
versions of it.
Store. Yeah, I sell both in store, and I labeled the Vulcan ones as the Lokis, and the other one is the actual Odins.
Hey, look, HPA has them too. Dan sells them too. So
the
only thing that I'm pretty sure of
because whoever made the Odin was stupid enough not to patent that shit before releasing it onto the market. And
no.
Odin
they patented it in Canada. Yeah,
that means
they patented in Canada.
The high capacity mid caps. When you put the 200 round plus mid caps in, the Odins don't break. All the others tend to.
The EPM.
Odins don't go. Yep. The Odins don't push through the 200 mag. I have an actual Odin, and it has difficulty pushing.
Difficulty, or does it break? Because the other ones break.
It will stop trying to push the BBs down at a half-loaded magazine.
All right. So you either have a Gen 1 or a Gen 2. You either have a Gen 1 Odin or a Gen 2 Odin. The Gen 3s, they actually enhance the clutch to deal with that problem.
I have not bought a Gen 3 yet. But yeah, it's one of those things of, when it comes down to the Odins. I mean, shit, I used the Vulcan ones for the longest time before buying an Odin because that's the only one I could find. So,
I'm sorry, Wolfman, you have a B12. What do you want for it?
Damn, man.
Hey, you're supposed to buy my SMC9, man. What the?
It's a 12. If you don't want a B12, something's wrong with you. It is probably the best that company has released.
Yeah. You should run it. Get a new nozzle. Get a high efficiency nozzle and run it.
Polar Star nozzles will fit on it. I cried when they took those things off the market because at the time they were the most efficient HPA engine you could get, and the programming features on it were.
Somebody's drooling over here.
They make trick BB feeder, but it sucks.
The motors burn out all the time.
It is not worth the money, man.
Yeah, I have Papa knows. I have a 9mm one that just the motors burn out, especially if you forget to turn it off, and it's just going because the field is playing.
If they say the V12 sucks, they did not program it to the gun they put it in.
Sid and I will get together and create a fund, and we'll buy all the V12s from them. How about that?
Just seriously.
No, the V12, a stock V12 compared to a Polar Star or a Wolverine. No, it's not stock to stock. It's not good. But then again, you're saving $100 when you buy it to start with. So, start there, take that $100 and put the new nozzle on it, and now you're in the game. So it's people that just want drop in and don't care about money. Absolutely, go with Polar Star, put an F2 in there. Go with Wolverine, put a Inferno in, and be done with it. That's fine.
So with that being said,
the B12, if you're going to run DMO, sorry.
Oh, no,
I'm on a delay, sorry. I was saying the B12, if you're going to run like standard import CQB, put a red nozzle on DMR, put a blue nozzle in it, call it a day.
All right. With that being said, we are now 7 minutes over. Let's see. Hold on. So he had a story here. Okay, Christmas time for me. I ordered Evo spring mag clips, $600 order. UPS says they delivered. Look outside, no package. Asked the other apartments, no package. Told Evike, they sent me a refund 3 days later. A woman rings my bell, has her boyfriend hold a massive box. It's my Evo, free Evo. Thanks UPS. So sort of like my issue with Umbrella Armory and the fucking the MOSFET. All right. With that being said, guys, we want to thank you all for coming on tonight. Next time we'll probably start Tech Talk a little bit earlier because people seem to love the questions and all that. Yeah. So first and foremost, I want to thank my partner in crime here, Greg, Papa Reese, the man, the myth, the legend of the shortest height but biggest heart.
Oh God, you're the worst. Save your pennies. Next week we drop the tickets.
I also want to thank Virchew for coming on. The new traveling merchant for all stuff related to airsoft and everything else, all the artsy stuff. We want to thank all of our sponsors that help make this show happen. Dead End Outfitters, A.T.E Airsoft, Preston Apparel, High Powered Airsoft. I'm forgetting somebody. Probably forgetting a bunch of things I'll remember later on. Eventually,
Are you tired? Them bagels.
I am tired. I was up early. So I want to remind everybody again, next Tuesday, 7 p.m., our live stream is going to go for 24 hours. It is a fundraiser for this little dude right here. We're raising 22 for 22. So we're raising $22,000 for 2022. So Damian has a possibility of not only standing, but possibly walking. So if you can't donate to it at GoFundMe, we understand these times are tough these times of year. But if you share it out to all your social media pages and everything else, spread the word, like it, all that fun stuff. Next week you might get Virchew on multiple locations in 24 hours.
I got to give Wolfman some credit now. It took him the entire stream, but that was funny.
I'm feeling the small talk.
See?
Now you're encouraging him to come up with more.
No, I'm encouraging him to think about the jokes next time. Think about them next time. That's funny. Unfortunately.
One last question. What batteries do you run on?
Energizer.
Oh, really? Chance. Perfect chance, Papa, to say you run on D's. D's nuts.
Smurf is not Virchew. Smurf is Smurf. Smurf happens to be Virchew's assistant. Our timekeeper, keeper of the schedule, whatever you want to say. So I want to thank everybody for that. All of our great and happy viewers that come on and watch us for hours upon hours every single Tuesday. Thank you guys very much for coming on, sticking with us, asking questions and everything else. Again, we have nothing else for the remainder of December, but then January 8th, we have Return to Zion. January 16th, we have Aftermath. January 22nd, we have Crucible Airsoft Swap Meet. February 26th, we have North vs. South 3. Sometime in March, we have Nuke Atlanta, which, by the way, has been officially been announced, Virchew. I guess I could look it up myself. Are Are you still there, or are you missing? But I'll put that up there. Oh yeah, and another fun thing too, guys. I'm going to be off all social media on Thursday and Friday because I don't want Far From No Way Home spoiled for me. So I fucking hate that shit. Don't be kind, don't spoil. Then the month of April, everything's crazy. But in the meantime, make sure you guys pick up your tickets for Syndicate 2 or Syndicate 2, and then also while you're at it, go ahead and get your Geigerlands tickets. There's some great promo codes out there for you guys to snatch some stuff up. If you're looking for that perfect gift for the local airsoft or for that airsofter, go ahead and head over to DEO and pick up one of their gift cards. That way they can pick up their own damn D-Hop barrels. Until next time, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. That's Papa from Dead End Outfitters. That's Virchew from Crucible. Until next time, let your BBs fly true and your opponents call you